say there's the red dot right there.
It's on. We're not getting the signal.
And now here is starter for today's game and getting the Southwestern defense. Junior defensive end number 92, Malik McDonald. Senior defensive tackle number 77, Nick Hackett. Freshman defensive tackle number 90, Maurian Williams Jack.
I'm just going to watch it there.
Defensive end number 2,
It'll be 30 seconds behind, but
junior linebacker
give or take.
48, Matthew Lula. Junior linebacker 17, Alex Gomez. Tackleback number 7,
Speaking of equipment, let's reach the end of its useful life.
The headphones?
TV.
Well, I was telling Josh, because remember it fell, like when you put it down in the parking lot?
Yeah.
I don't know if that had something to do with it,
It
or...
was acting out though for week 1. It's just, it's had the heck beat out of it.
now here are the offensive starters. We are Austin College, Kangaroo. Senior right tackle number 57, Jacob Austin.
Do they have a broadcast thing, too?
What's that?
Does Austin College have a broadcast team?
Oh.
Did you see?
Center number 69, Tyler Payne. Junior left guard number 51, Akira Mieres. Junior left tackle number 66, Melvin Jackson. Freshman wide receiver number 82, Kari Deshay. Sophomore wide receiver number 12, Seth Kerstetter. Senior wide receiver number 2, Tiger Deep. Senior wide receiver number 3, Traylon Marsh. Senior running back number 39, Kevin Davis. And freshman quarterback number 13, Ben Moran.
Pirates fight for old Southwestern, for alma mater dear. Pirates fight for old Southwestern, for victory is near. To Southwestern will be loyal, to the sun fall from the sky. And remember to the end, that a fight will never die. Pirates fight, yeah we win, ayy. Pirates fight, whoa, to the end, whoa. Pirates fight, yeah we win, ayy. Pirates fight, yeah, to the end, whoa, to the end.
And good afternoon, and welcome to Southwestern Pirates football on the Vype Live Network. My name is Merle Bertrand, coming to you live from Jerry E. Apple Stadium on the campus of Austin College in Sherman, Texas. Joined today by TJ Vela, our producer, Josh Blanche, Chuck Tracy down to the sidelines, Jacob Gonzalez on camera, and Skylar Gillespie, our QA. And TJ, the Pirates are stuck in a 3-game losing streak, with the last 2 games being particularly rough. Let's sort of press the reset button here today and close out the season strong with 3 straight wins, starting today with the Austin College Kangaroos.
Yeah, it's all going to come down to this game, Merle. And, you know, you look back to last year, kind of similar in terms of, mid-season lulls with a lot of losses, but they were able to turn the last 3 games around, get 3 straight W's. So hopefully that's the same case here in 2022. And like you said, it all starts here with Austin College. It's going to be a very physical game today, but I think the Pirates are more than ready for this game.
Going to be a very fast game today too. If Coach Austin is correct, if you were with us on the show on Monday night, they didn't throw the ball at all last week in their 13-10 win over ETBU. 55 plays, 55 runs. So, as Coach said on the show, if you want to get something to eat or drink or go to the bathroom, you better do it now because this game will be over in a hurry.
Yeah, and it's pretty crazy because you were saying in the car right up here, the Austin College's opponent, ETBU, only had 8 possessions on offense last week.
Right.
That's basically unheard of in today's, spread type of kind of offensive mind. And we were seeing before the game that Austin College, they run the Navy offense. So, like you're saying, it is going to be a very fast game today. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
We will indeed. Let's hear from the third member of our crew down to the sidelines. He's all bundled up today because it's about 58 degrees and breezy. Mr. Chuck Tracy down there. Chuck, how you doing? You get beat up with the sun. You get freezing with the wind and the rain.
I don't know which one I would prefer. I think I like the cold just a little bit better than 3.5 hours of direct sunlight. Although I do enjoy a little bit of sun, but ultimately it's going to be a cold day. There's going to be, as you mentioned, it's going to be a physical ball game. There's going to be a lot of hard hits. There's going to be misdirection with the Austin College offense, and we'll see if the Pirate defense is up to the task.
Well, we were talking beforehand, some new turf here down in the field. So how does it feel? You got a lot of rain up here last night, a lot of bad weather up in this part of the country last night. So how does the turf feel to you down there on the sideline?
It's predominantly dry. There are a few spots of moisture that if I drag my feet, I could see a little bit of droplets kick up in the air, but it shouldn't be a factor unless, of course, the skies open back up. And then, of course, anything can happen when the ball's wet like that.
Well, if it does, I'd rather be up here where we are than down there where you are because there's not a lot of cover for you.
I may find my way up there.
I wouldn't blame you a bit. Thanks, Chuck. So that sort of sets the table here. We'll take a real quick break. When we come back, we'll hear from Southwestern Pirates head coach Joe Austin talking about this afternoon's contest against the Austin College Kangaroos. This is Southwestern Pirates football on Vype.
Vlog number one. Well, first off, thank you for being here. Battles reach over the defender.
Crosby's second state championship appearance.
Baytown, Texas for the 51st time. How does that sound?
Beat McMurray, and then they won 13-10 last week. So they don't have to score a lot to win because it's going to be such a short and condensed game.
And you guys went through that last year. You installed a whole different offensive scheme. Took you guys a while to kind of get used to that. This is brand new to them this year, so I guess it's kind of a natural thing for them to get better. Will it be easier to defend against them in the future if you see them in the future? Actually, probably not going to if they're staying in the conference. Forgot about that. I keep forgetting about that conference.
We're not going to, but
yeah.
It's a challenge. It's a two sides to the coin here. When you run that style of offense, you never. Follow. So kind of a hybrid of your flex bone triple option and wing T stuff. So very unique, challenging style. And what they do is they grind the game to a halt. They won against ETBU last week 13-10. They scored the first drive of the first quarter, the first drive of the third quarter, and that was 16 minutes of the game. So over a quarter of the game was gone on their 2 scoring drives. So for folks who are ready to watch the game, you need to use the restroom now, get your snacks now, because if you blink, you're going to miss a quarter. This game is going to be over fast. We're going to be back from Sherman before the sun goes down. It's going to go. That's their style of play. They're going to shorten the game. Last week they didn't even throw a pass. You probably want to probably answering the questions for you. 55 runs, no passes. So that's their style of play, and that really allows their defense to hang in there. They're only giving up 29 points a game because their defense is never on the field. They possess the ball. There's very few possessions in the game. That's what they want to do. They want to take the game into the fourth quarter, keep it really close, and have a chance to win.
Does that kind of offense, I mean, that's something that you don't see very often. We have Blaine Cornick on the show on Monday night. He was talking about playing on the scout team a little bit. Right now, the past week, your scout team has been rehearsing that against your defense. How tough is that to prepare because it's so wildly different than anything else that you've seen throughout the year?
Yeah, it's a huge challenge. You just can't make it look right. The timing of it and the angles of it, you can't make it look right. That is why they've had such success in the beginning of the first and third quarters, is they're showing people stuff that they're just not ready for. And you can't simulate the speed. You can't make it look quite right with your scout team. And so there is an element of surprise to it. And I think as teams go through the game, they kind of catch on to the speed and they get a hang of it. Teams have done better. But I think the very beginning part of the game, we'll want to weather that storm. They're going to come out and have an advantage in that they're going to come right at you, and you've got to be ready for the speed and the angles and be ready to stop what they're doing.
Like that kind of leads into my next question. I mean, that's the obvious answer. How do the Pirates counter that, either on offense or on defense? And what's the answer to that? You know what you're facing.
We have to have much improved offensive efficiency. We've had 15 turnovers the last 3 games. If we turn the ball over 5 times today, we're not going to win.
Right.
We're only going to have the ball about 8 times. I mean, that would be a really big disaster if we were to continue the inefficiency that we've had on offense. So offensively, we have to be efficient. We have to be able to put together 10-play drives. We've really struggled to be consistent in putting together drives throughout the season. So our offense needs to come along this week and do their share of the lifting. Defensively, we need to hold them to their averages. I mean, they're averaging 11 points and 200 yards a game. So hold them to 11 points, hold them to 200 yards, and that's going to give us a chance to be successful. With that said, they're getting better every week. They started off not scoring 0 or 7 a game, and then they scored 21 2 weeks ago and almost beat McMurray, and then they won 13-10 last week. So they don't have to score a lot to win because it's going to be such a short and condensed game.
And you guys went through that last year. You installed a whole different offensive scheme. Took you guys a while to kind of get used to that. This is brand new to them this year, so I guess it's kind of a natural thing for them to get better. Will it be easier to defend against them in the future if you see them in the future? Actually, probably not going to. If they're staying in the class. Forgot about that. I keep forgetting about that conference.
We're not going to. But it's a challenge. It's a two sides to the coin here. When you run that style of offense, you never know what you're going to get.
Right.
Like we have to drop a whole new defense. So Austin College is practicing this week, guessing what we would do. They don't know.
Right.
Right. They really don't. And so that's the tough thing for them. The tough thing for us is it's a style of football that you can't simulate in practice and you can't practice against, and it forces you to be really precise in what you do. It's 100% assignment driven. And so we've got to be physical, and we've got to have our guys have laser focus on what's going on and what their assignments are.
Well, you always talk about it being a chess match. This one's going to be kind of a chess match on steroids. Any final thoughts here before we get ready to take on Austin College?
No, I mean, I think we hit on, what kind of, sets the story of the game. It's, just handle their option offense and with our defense, be efficient on offense. And then, we throw special teams in there. They've got an edge in the punting game. They've got a really consistent All-American punter. So they when they have to punt it, they get a ton of yards flipping the field. So we'll have to do well in the special teams game also.
Should be a lot of fun. Good luck here this afternoon, Coach.
Thank you.
Southwestern Pirates head coach Joe Walson, our guest here on the pregame show. We'll take a break and be back in time for the opening kickoff. You're watching Southwestern Pirates football on Vype. Welcome back to Apple Stadium. Earl Birch and TJ Vela standing by for the national anthem, and then Chuck Grace will have a chance to catch up with Coach Austin here in just a moment or two. Good stuff there, TJ.
Very good stuff. Very good stuff. Right there, Merrill.
All right, a nice rendition of the national anthem, sung by a live chorus. And I'm looking to find, there he is over there at about the 42-yard line. All right, Chuck, you got Coach. Take it away.
All right, Coach. Offensively, a couple of tough weeks. How does it get back on track?
Practice better, which is a good start. Damian Gomez gets started quarterback. We're going to see Landry Gilpin. We're trying to get both of those guys to do the parts for offense. And then that will get us to overall.
Any other keys to victory today?
We're going to be really accurate on defense. If they're going to run to the block, we need to play assignment base, so we have to be really disciplined
And physical.
Yeah, and the window block. It'll help us more than it'll hurt us.
Okay. You hear that, Merle? The wind's going to help more than it'll hurt. The defense needs to be a little physical. And he's pretty excited about the offense. So I'm going to send it back up to you.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you, Coach, for taking the time. And a little choppy in these sort of windy and rainy conditions, but I think you got enough of that, TJ, to get the idea. And we just had the coin toss, and we're just moments away from kickoff.
Yeah, and I think, we got a lot just from that short moment there with Coach Austin. I think he touched on a lot of the big points we touched on earlier, too, the physicality that's going to be needed today. And looking at Austin College when they ran in today, and even in warm-ups, I was talking to Josh Lynch, our producer, Austin College passes the eye test. They look really big. I think they beat us in size. And so with their offense and how much they focus on running the ball, we'll see here, throughout. They're going to get the ball first here, so we'll see early on how the Southwestern defense kind of holds up to it. The defensive line is going to need to bolster down and just make sure that they just play their assignment. They don't need to do too much, fill their gaps, play their assignments. That's going to be the key, especially in this Navy offense that Austin College is going to run.
Yeah, we'll get a pretty good indication right off the bat how the defense is going to hold up against this running attack for Austin College. Coach Joe Austin's Pirates into this afternoon's game at 2-5 overall, 1-4 in the ASC after falling to Hardin-Simmons 68-0 last Saturday in Georgetown. Austin College under Lauren Dawson comes in at 1-6 overall, 1-4 in the conference after picking up their first one of the season, 13-10 against a shorthanded ETBU squad in Marshall last week. So, on paper the Pirates might be a little bit of favorite, but Austin College beat a team that beat you by 21 points early in the year. So we'll find out here in just a minute. The ball's in the air from Charlie Fournier, and we're underway from Sherman, Texas. And game time temperature clocks in at a balmy 59 degrees. Cloudy skies, pretty gusty breeze, as Chuck talked about down there on the field.
Like you said in the car earlier, too, Merle, this is football weather here.
It is, finally.
This is some nice weather to play some football in. I love it.
So here comes the Austin College offense, averaging 11 points a game, 204.9 yards per game, 90% run, and that's being generous. Their quarterback, Ben Morales, just 1 for 7 for 59 yards. That's like a first pass of the game for some teams. That's his season stats. So here we go. And handoff up the middle, and we begin playing our game of who's got the football. It's going to, nice stop there by the Pirate defense right off the bat. A gain of about a yard or two, going to bring up a 2nd down and 8.
And here early on, you can already see the Pirates' different defensive look this week. They're normally in a 3-man front, Merle, but now they're in a 4-3 here to help stop the run from this Austin College offense.
Morian Williams-Jack on the stop. Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. Quarterback up under center. And handoff off the right side. Nope, the pitch out to the right side across the 30 to the 40 to the 45 to the 50. Block on the edge, and he's going to go. I don't see a flag. 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Right off the bat. Tiger Dietz, the wide receiver. It is so different. So hard to defend against when you don't see it all the time, but
it is very hard to defend against, Merle. You have all this misdirection happening, and it looked like they were going to run right up the middle just like they did on the first play, but then they pull it out, pitch it down on the outside, and once you have blockers out there, that's it. If you can get the corner and you have a running back with speed, you're going to get the 1st down at least, and right there we saw a huge gain that resulted in a touchdown, and the Pirates down early here.
Didn't take long. The extra point knocked through by John Aldridge. It only took 41 seconds for Austin College to jump out on top to a 7-0 lead. So now you hope if you're the Pirates, you've seen it now. It's different than what you've seen in practice all week. Hopefully they can adjust it to the speed of it, the look of it, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and it's one of those things too, Merle, that since no one really runs that kind of offense anymore, you never see it, so you never really have to practice it too much. And so once you do have to start practicing it during the week, it's kind of like, oh, you're learning a whole new kind of defensive scheme almost.
Right.
And so when you have to go against it live, like you're saying, it's going to take a little bit getting used to. So, like you're saying, hopefully Pirates next drive out there on defense, it'll be fine. They're going to get it going, and then hopefully here offense can respond back.
Yeah,
maybe get one of those big long touchdowns you were talking about whenever the 99 yards and whatnot earlier.
That'd work for me. JoJo Wilson on the far side, Elijah Norris on the near side, waiting at the 10-yard line for the kickoff, and we'll see how the Pirate offense can respond, kind of reset this football game, and let the defense make their adjustments. Aldridge set to kick it off here from the 35-yard line. 59 degrees, cloudy, windy, rain off and on the way up here. Storms in the area last night. Breeze blowing from left to right, kind of a crosswind. And Aldridge will kick it away. It's going to be fielded by Norris at the 8, up to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Bounce it to the outside and knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Pretty good kickoff coverage there for Austin College. Grant Udisky involved on the stop. And we will see Damian Gomez getting the start today at quarterback. You heard Coach mention it. Both he and Landry Gilpin will play, but we'll go start with Gomez here. The big question is who's going to be in a running back for the Pirates. It is number 8. And well, that's Damian Gomez, pardon me. Well, number 5, that'd be Jaquan Marion. That makes sense. He is listed as the starter. We'll take a look at the starting lineup here in just a second. Hand off to Marion off the right side and gets out across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Good solid pickup there for Jaquan Marion, 6 yards. And if you haven't already done so, let's go ahead and see the Southwestern offense. Thank you, sir. He's a step ahead of me. Our TV monitor isn't working, so we're flying a little blind with that. But
yeah, it's going to take some getting used to for me because I typically look at the screen. There.
Right.
Now I'm at to actually watch a real game in front of me. Like, what is this? The 19th century? What is it? Come on, man.
2nd down and 4 from the 31-yard line. Gomez, play action, swings it out right side, complete up to the 36-yard line. That'll be good for a 1st down. Good hands there on a cool day by Mitchell Garrett. And the Pirates move the chains.
And this is something we've seen from Damian in the past few games he's played in, right? He's been able to get 1st downs, get the ball moving, a lot of positive yardage plays from him. He hasn't been able to put the ball in the end zone as much as we'd like, but here, that's a great start for the Pirates offense. They haven't gotten a 1st down on their first drive of a game in a long time.
The receivers wide left, handoff Marion left side, trying to get the corner turned, and gets by the first hit, can't get by the second, stacked up for a 1-yard pickup before he is knocked down by Colby Martin. Kangaroo defense giving up 29.6 points per game, 452.3 yards per game. So they give up some yardage and some points. 2nd down and 9. Ethan Powell split wide left, 2 receivers here to the near side. Gomez in the shotgun with Marion to his right side. Play action, swings it out left side. Powell in the slant, complete to the 42. Nice stop move there, and gets it out to the 45, maybe the 46-yard line. Got to set up a 3rd down and 1. Man, he put on the brakes on a slick turf.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know how he did that. He caught the ball and took one big jump hop, boom, and he swiped that defender away. Great job by Powell to get those extra yards, and we've seen that from him all season long, is the ability to get the yards after catch.
Right.
And here now, 3rd and 1. We'll see what the Pirates want to do in the short yardage situation.
3rd down and 1 coming up from the 45-yard line. Pirates' first drive of the afternoon, trailing at 7-0. 2 receivers left, 1 to the near side. Gomez going to keep it himself, and I think the second effort dove across the line, and he got it. Good penetration by the Ruse defense, but he was able to slip through there and get by the Kangaroo defender. Good for a 1st down.
Yeah, the Kangaroo defensive ends there, they bit on the fake to Jaquan Marion, but they were able to just recover really quickly and get back to Gomez and make the tackle on him. But luckily enough for the Pirates, he was able to scamper forward just enough for the 1st down.
So the drive will continue. 1st down and 10 Southwestern at their own 46-yard line, moving from left to right. 1 receiver left, trips here to the near side. So it's an empty back set for Gomez. Dropping back, looking good. Protection all day. Fires over the center of the field. Got Powell at the 40-yard line. Good for a 1st down. Great job by your old compadres up front, TJ. Gave him all sorts of time.
Man, he could have cooked a meal back there. He had so much time. I love that. You know, it's really important, especially as an offensive line, to let the quarterback, see the field, go through his progressions. And with the Pirates' offensive line, haven't really been able to do that all too much throughout the season. So right now, early on, they're showing a lot of good stuff out there that is going to allow Damian Gomez to succeed today.
1 receiver left, trips to the near side. Gomez high snap, tracks it down, and fires complete to JoJo Wilson inside the 30, down to the 29-yard line. Doing a great job at just finding a spot on the defense and sitting in that, making the catch. Pirates move the chains.
Sitting in the zone is right, Merle. If they're going to play this cover 2, this cover 3 zone that they've shown all throughout this drive, all the Pirates wide receivers have to do is just find that little hole and they sit right into it, and Damian Gomez can find them as long as the Pirates offensive line give him enough time.
Crisp drive so far. Let's see if we can finish it off. 1st down at the 29-yard line for the Pirates. 1 receiver left, 2 to the near side. Gomez, Marion, off left side, and he's going to knife his way down to about the 27-yard line. A short gain of a couple of yards will set up a 2nd and 8, but I like the fact that they're mixing it up.
I'm liking that too, and it's one thing I've noticed, like we talked about how it's important it's going to be on the defense side to be physical. The offensive side right now, they've been really physical on this drive. It's something we haven't really seen from them early on. They're relying a lot on the counter. They're relying a lot on play action.
Right.
And they're showing a lot of success here, a lot of positive yardage plays. Very impressive early on.
2nd down and a long 8 from the 28-yard line. Play action pass. Gomez firing. Got Wilson at the 15, to the 10, inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line. Gomez on target. And good hands by Wilson, the freshman. 1st down and goal for Southwestern.
And just a perfectly run slant right there by Wilson. Like we said, he was able to find the weak spot in the defense, and Gomez with a perfect pass right into his chest.
1st and goal from the 8. Wilson in the slot. Powell here to the near side. They're going to move Marion over to the left. 9:49 to go 1st quarter. Pirates trying to answer. Gomez dropping back. Quarterback draw. Looking to the right side. Gets a block to the 5. And down to about the 1-yard line. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Took the big hit. Ricocheted, backpedaled, and his backside hit the line. Broke the plane. That works.
That works 9 times out of 10, and that was perfectly run right there, Merle. You had the fake going to the left side with Marion, but then all Gomez had to do was follow his pulling guard, number 60, Anderson Johnson, all the way to the end zone, and no one touched him right until he got to that the goal line. But that was a good job by him extending out, making sure the ball crossed the plane. Touchdown, Pirates.
So Charlie Fournier on for the extra point out of the hole to Gomez. Ooh, high snap. Fournier is just going to fall on it to prevent a 2-point conversion the other way. So that's a tough break. That takes a little bit of the shine off the touchdown drive. 7-6. That makes me nervous, TJ, because how many times 2.5 hours from now we're going to be pointing back to that play right there?
Yeah, that's going to be one of those things that if the Pirates are not able to get the offense going like we just saw, could look back on that. It's kind of like last night with the Astros and the Phillies game. Yeah, Justin Verlander, he dropped a line drive right back to him. That would have been a double play. And then right after he dropped it, Philly scored 3 runs. They end up taking the lead later on. So hopefully that isn't one of those moments here. Hopefully the Pirates can sustain that success that we just saw, because we haven't seen a drive like that all year.
That was impressive.
That's good stuff right there.
Yeah.
Damian Gomez leading the Pirates here early on. And that's big, too, because Austin College, after their touchdown, and, it being homecoming for them, they had momentum. They were hyped up on this sideline. So that's great that the Pirates were able to get into the end zone there. And now it's going to be important for the defense to come back.
I don't remember a Pirate drive where they had no negative plays, no penalties, no drop passes, no fumbles, anything like that. So just a good, crisp drive to answer back.
It would have been perfect had we not had that snap, right?
Yeah, exactly. So let's see what the defense can do here. Fournier set to kick it from the 35-yard line. And that ball is going to sail 3 or 4 yards deep into the end zone. And the Pirate defense will come out of the field here with 9:29 to go in this first quarter. 7-6, Austin College on top. Do have the email up and running now that we're settled in here, southwesternfb@gmail.com. And first down and 10 for the Roos from their own 25-yard line. Toss sweep left side, same play as before, but they just tried to the left side, and a nice job there by the Pirate defense. Crashing in to make the tackle was Peyton Ludeman. Quarterback is Ben Mraz, number 13. Actually, it's number 2. No, it is Mraz, okay. I mean, it's literally a shell game trying to figure out who is where, because they're all bunched up together.
And they all look like they're all just big dudes back there.
Right. Kenny Majors is the deep back, number 39. Second down and 5 from the 30. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. Late pitch to the left side. Stays in bounds. Out across the 35. Tripped up at the 37-yard line. Good for a first down. Before he's wrestled out of bounds there by Malik McDonald.
So we've seen 4 offensive plays right now from Austin College, and right now early on they're running to the close side of the sideline. So they were on the other hash on the first drive. They ran to the right side the whole time. They're on the close hash to their side on the left side. Now they're running to their sideline on this time. So could be a trend that maybe Coach Creasel needs to kind of keep his eye on moving forward.
Right side, and this time the Pirate defense gets into the backfield. I think it was McDonald again. Got through and got the quarterback around the legs. And Mraz goes down to the turf. He'll lose the yard. Second down and 11.
Those negative yardage plays on first down, especially in this kind of offense, are so huge because, this type of offense is built to get 2 to 3 yards every play, right? And so if you can make sure that they get no yards or negative yards, that's going to be big for the rest of the drive.
Second and 11. Mraz going to keep it. Now the late pitch left side and tripped up. Good hustle there. It's Blaine Corcoran. Knocked him down at about the 44, about a 3 or 4 yard pickup, and it sets up a 3rd and 7. So now you got a chance to get off the field here, TJ. This is what you want if you're the Pirate defense.
Yeah, they need to take advantage of this opportunity here. It's going to be a long 3rd down for this offense. And it's all going to go right through this defensive line and those linebackers. Those are going to be the guys that are going to need to carry this team to victory today on the defensive side with the way this offense plays.
3rd down and a long 6 from the Kangaroo 41-yard line. Toss sweep left side. And looks like he might have just enough. No, the official coming in from the near side. Looks like he's about a foot shy of the first down. McDonald again getting a hold of him from the backside and dragging down the wide receiver, and it's going to be a 4th down. The Pirate defense gets the hold.
I'm with you, Merle. I thought he got the first down on that one, but I guess his knee just went down a little bit before he was able to stretch the ball across. A great job by the official on the Southwestern side to make that call. And I'm honestly shocked they're not going for it here. The type of offense that they have, it's built for this short yardage on 4th and... Oh, here we go.
Yep, there's a fake, but the flag comes in. They may have outfoxed themselves. Pirates did a good job reacting to it anyway. It would be enough for the first down, but we'll check the flag.
There was a lot of movement before the snap.
Offense, number 49, 5-yard penalty. Still fourth down.
So that's a big penalty there. That makes it 4th and 6, and now we almost for sure will see the punting unit here.
That's some silly rabbit trickster for kids situation right there.
And Coach mentioned Austin College's punter, Tyler James, averaging 44.8 yards per punt with a long of 63. He's put 8 out of 32 punts inside the 20-yard line. So he can really flip the field for you, but he's going to be battling the wind here. And you see it right there, kind of a short, high kick with backspin on. It takes a pirate roll. It's going to roll out of bounds at the 40. Still rolling. Boy, I did it a favor. It looked like it was going to go out of bounds at the 40, but it just kind of dribbled up along the sideline, and the Pirates picked up an extra 5 yards. Sometimes it's little things.
It's the little things like that make all the difference. And we talked earlier about how the snap could be something the Pirates look back upon. That false start could be something Austin College looks back upon like that hurt us in the long run, and that's going to have some lasting effects that we could have kept the drive going. We might have scored on a later play. Like, who knows? You never really know the impact of those plays until we get to the end of the game, obviously.
Because that one was a drive killer. They would still be on the field. Instead, it's Pirate ball at the 43-yard line. Handoff, Marion left side. Cuts it across the 45 to the 50 and dives inside the 50 down to the 49-yard line. Jaquan Marion starting to get the feeling, TJ, that he's kind of getting his sea legs back here as the season is worn on.
Yeah, he's one of the guys that I was predicting early on in this season to be a huge playmaker for the Pirates. Hasn't, kind of transpired the way we all thought. But like you said, Merle, here in the past few games, especially with the injuries at running back, we've seen some great things from him. Yep. Hopefully he can keep that going for the rest of the season.
And again, Marion putting the shoulder down and pounds it down to the 45-yard line before the rugby scrum breaks out. But forward progress should be enough for a first down. Well, on a day like this is the kind of game that you want. Smash mouth football, handoffs up the middle, big hits. I feel like I'm on a Big Ten campus.
I was going to say, there's a lot of older audience members watching that are just smiling, looking at their screen right now, saying this looks like the old school Green Bay Packers versus Dallas Cowboys, all that stuff back in the 70s, 60s, all those good days.
First and 10 Southwestern at the Rue 45-yard line. And now we're going to see Landry Gilpin for the first time today. One receiver left, two to the near, trips to the near side. High snap, Gilpin shuttle pass underneath, and that one defended nicely by the Rue's defense. Tried to shuttle pass it to Kai Jackson, but the timing looked a little off on the high snap, and that allowed the defense to penetrate. It's going to bring up a second down and 11.
And that was an interesting sub right there, Merle, because Coach Austin didn't send Gilpin in until the Pirates were already set up. They didn't huddle, so
that's true.
It didn't matter that the Pirates were already set up, but they didn't send him in until then, so he kind of, tricked the Ruse there a little bit too.
Right.
So we'll see, how Coach Austin wants to play that the rest of the game too.
Nothing else is giving him something to think about. Second down and 11 at the 46-yard line. One receiver left, trips here to the near side. Gilpin stays in at quarterback. Fakes the shuttle pass this time as Gilpin's going to run forward, and he's going to be drugged down from behind. Not fooled at all that time, Austin College. That was Hunter Fulton, the defensive lineman, coming in. It's going to bring up a third and long.
And it looks like Gomez coming back in here. He's getting the play from Coach Austin on the sideline.
Well, you hate to have back-to-back negative losses, but you can't really pin that one on Landry Gilpin. That was just, the play just didn't have a chance to develop.
Just a great pursuit from the Kangaroos defense right there, and it's something we've seen so far, but the Pirates have been able to mitigate that just with plays that kind of went away from them.
Right.
At all the points.
Third down. Gomez back in, dropping back. Good protection again. Looking pump fake. Now he's got some running room. Now he's going to fire a left side. Got a receiver open as Powell. Batted away at the last second. He was open, but closing the gap quickly was Texas Gordon. Just a sophomore. Came back, made a nice play, and the Pirate drive stalls.
I thought that Ethan Powell had that catch 100%.
I did too.
Merle. Gordon, great job by him. Never giving up on the play. He was beat off the line of scrimmage. Powell gave him a great move. He was beat all throughout the route, but there was just a little too much air under that football. Gordon able to just put a hand on it and not allow Powell to catch it. Now the Pirates are forced to punt.
Ben Lancaster set to punt it away from the 40-yard line. Has the wind at his back, so hopefully he can get one off here and pin the Ruse down deep. 3:29 to go first quarter, 7-6 your score. Good snap back. Nice high punt. That's something that we need to see. And it's going to be down. Don't let it bounce too far. Don't get you. Well, look at this. Going to go down to the 1 yard line. How about that? A 48-yard punt, no return. 1st and 10 Roos at the 1 yard line.
Put Mr. Lancaster in a close to the pin competition in my local golf tournament. What a punt by Ben Lancaster. It's pinning the Roos offense on their own 1 yard line. Great job by him.
Well, you know, athletes like to compete. If you got a running back that knows he's going against an all-state guy across the way, he's going to step up his game. Same at quarterback. Ben Lancaster knows that they've got a good punter, so it's anything you can do, I can do better right now.
Yeah, and it's something that it's great to see him kind of improve throughout the year. Right, early on had some struggles, but he's done a great job of getting better each and every week, and that's the sign of a great athlete and a great competitor.
So let's see if we can keep him pinned down here. New quarterback in, it looks like. And gets it out to about the 2 or 3 yard line. Then the quarterback now is number 1. That's Peyton Kiley. And a flag comes flying in late.
And hopefully this is not on the Pirates, because that would mean Austin College gets 15 yards.
After play was over, personal foul, number 39 on the offense.
Ooh.
Half distance to the goal, remains 1st down.
Didn't he say after the play was over?
Yeah, it should be second down.
It should be second down.
And Coach Austin's telling him right there on the sideline, it should be second down if it was after the play.
If it's after the play, it should be second down.
Coach Austin's trying to get his attention. And, yep, they're changing it to second down right now.
They can't get much closer to the goal line. So second down, ball spotted just inside the 1 yard line. Kiley in, up under the center. Pitch out left side dangerously, but got it done. Got it out to about the 4 yard line. Gave the Roos a little bit of breathing room. Going to bring up a second down and long. Seth Kerstetter on the carry.
And I think the switch here at quarterback that we saw was kind of out of necessity, because number 1, he's more built to run the ball. That's what we saw early on in warm-ups compared to number 13, the original starting quarterback.
Right.
So being at the 1 yard line, it kind of gives the coach from Austin College another option, whether to go with the quarterback right at the middle, just to gain a few more yards. But here, a long 3rd down for him.
Boy, chance to get off the field and get good field position. 3rd down and 7. Kiley, handoff right up the middle, and not much running him there. Out to about the 9 or the 10 before the Pirate defense clogs up the hole. And it looks like the Austin College player, no, he gets up. Thought he might have been a little bit shaken up. On the carry for the Roos, once again, Kenner Majors. But the Pirate defense does their job, pins him down deep. Lancaster setting the table with the punt. The Pirate defense getting the stop. And now a golden opportunity here, because Elijah Norris is going to be waiting at about the 45 yard line.
And the Austin College fans not hearing them change that it was second down early after the penalty.
Right. Low snap and a nice punt off the side of the foot into the wind. Fielded by Norris at the 47. Starts right, now left, now dances right. Now a flag comes down, and that's going to take care of the good field position as Norris is swarmed under. It'll still be okay field position, but not as good as it could have been.
Yeah, it's going to be a legal block there by number 1 on the Southwestern return team. He kind of blindsided the player from Austin College, and nowadays you can't do that. So unfortunately for the Pirates, you're going to have a little bit worse field position, but nothing they can't handle.
Gary goes return. Personal foul, blindside block. Number 1 on the receiving team.
All those older audience members I was referencing earlier, Merle, they are frowning now. They said, we used to love blindside blocks. What is this kind of football now? So it's a hybrid. It's a hybrid kind of football from what y'all are used to. But it's still great nonetheless.
That's a 15-yard markup because of the personal foul, so the field position isn't nearly as good as I thought. Back to the 31-yard line. Some of that, I think, may be set up by Norris kind of dancing around left to right, left to right. The blocker doesn't know which way to go, but it still hurts. First down, Southwestern at the 31-yard line. Gomez, hand off to Marion. Bounce it to the left side. Nice stiff arm, but he's going to be brought down anyway. Nice play by Elio Sandoval, who was not going to be denied. It's going to be a big loss back to the 25-yard line, 2nd and 16.
And that play was completely different from what we've seen Marion do all game so far. He's been going up the middle, following his blocks all the way through, to gain positive yards. That one, he kind of strung it out a little too much, and that allowed the Austin College defense to kind of swarm on him there for a big loss.
So second down and 16, back at the 25-yard line. Gomez in the shotgun with trips to the near side. Looking. Good protection. Now he's going to tuck it under and run. Got some running him out to the 30, out to the 35, the 36-yard line. Got a bunch of it back. Is going to set up a 3rd down and 5.
And how lucky is Coach Austin to have another quarterback who can use his legs just like, Damian Gomez did right there.
Yep.
We see it all year with Landry Gilpin. He's able to throw the ball and run the ball as good as anyone. But then Damian Gomez kind of comes in, can do the exact same thing.
Right.
So it really opens up a lot of different plays for the offense. And it's just great right there. He was a 10-yard run, makes this a lot more manageable here on 3rd down.
3rd down and 5 from the 36. Final play of the quarter, barring a penalty. Trips here to the near side, 1 wide left. Gomez dropping back. Pass complete to Wilson. Nice job at the catch out to the 46-yard line. That pass thrown a little behind him. Wilson reached back, caught it with the spin move. They'll stop the clock to move the chains for 5 seconds. The Pirates might want to try to get another play off here before. Now they're going to wind the clock, and that's going to be it. So a good quarter of football comes to an end, 7-6. Austin College on top. And where's Mr. Chuck Tracy? We'll find him over on the sideline. There he is, all the way back to the grandstand. And Chuck, your impressions of the first quarter here. Nice job of the Pirates answering back.
It was a great answer with that opening drive. But I'd like to also add that it was a great answer by the defense on the second drive. The Pirates are showing up big here early. They've adjusted to that offense. You haven't seen any big plays. And I was standing right there when the running back scored the touchdown for Austin College. There was a hold on the edge that went uncalled.
Oh, boy.
So what are you going to do?
Yeah.
That's part of the game. So the Pirates have stood in the face of it, and they decided they're not going to take this physicality from the other teams without returning a little bit of that favor back to them. Back to you, Merle.
All right, thank you, Chuck. We get ready for the second quarter. Teams will flip sides, so the Roos have the win at the back. Not that it'll matter a whole heck of a lot, considering they never pass the football, but it might increase their land speed a little bit.
Could give them a little burst, a little acceleration.
So one receiver to the left. Pirates have the football. What am I talking about? Handoff, Jaquan Marion across the 50. Good hard running down to the 46-yard line. I was about to say that's a strange offensive formation for Austin College.
But you saw Damian Gomez and said, wait a second.
Yeah.
That's not Alec. That's not his brother.
Well, we left at, like 6:30 this morning, so the coffee wore off a long time ago. 2nd down and 2 from the 46-yard line. Just underway second quarter. Pirates down by 1. Trying to drive to take the lead here. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the near side. Gomez. Handoff, Marion. Right back to what you were talking about, TJ. Just following those big guys up front. North-south running, 5 yards and a 1st down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right, Merle? And this offensive line, who averages more than 300 pounds plus, they love the running game. They love knowing that they can move the guys in front of them and allow their running backs to get at least 4 yards every play. I talked to them a lot before the game, and they take pride in that. And so here early, we've seen a lot of good things from them, and hopefully the Pirates keep that going.
So 1st down for Southwestern at the 43-yard line. Play action this time. Gomez fires right side to Powell. Complete to the 26. Bounces off a tackle and down to the 21-yard line. Oh, the ball came out. It may have been stripped away. Are they going to call him down, or is it going to be a turnover? It's going to be Austin College football. Great pass and catch. Powell bounced off the tackle, and on the way down, a rude defender came in and took the ball away from him.
I don't know, Merle. I think Powell was down there. I mean, unless somehow, some way, this rude defender kind of jumped over him, stripped the ball out of his hands, and rolled over. But I thought he was down. I thought his
backside was down.
I thought his back had hit the turf.
Boy, tough break there. So the Roos get it back at their own 18-yard line. Pirates have to shake it off and play defense here. Kiley, he might throw a pass. Rolling to his right, now he's going to tuck it under and run out across the 20. Big hit there at the 24-yard line. Lower in the boom for the Pirates, Peyton Ludeman. Nice pickup, 5 yards, but Ludeman there to get his attention, that's for sure.
Peyton Ludeman is not allergic to hard-hitting football. He has done that all throughout his career. We haven't seen him because of injuries.
Right.
So it's been great to get him back here in the past few games and now fully starting here today for the Pirates.
Did a great job keeping his head up and leading the tackle with his shoulders so you don't get the targeting call as well. 2nd and 5 from the 23-yard line. Kylie this time wrapped up and dropped immediately. Pick your Pirate right there. Malik McDonald the first one to get to him, but he had a lot of help. Jason Lund involved on the stop. Bruloff's in there, I think. So 3rd down and 5 and another chance to get off the field.
And Elijah Norris did a great job of shedding a block there on the edge, threw his offender into their own sideline, and somehow, some way, number 9 and number 83 are pointing to the scoreboard, Merle. It's 7-6.
A little early for
Why are you
that.
pointing to the scoreboard right now? What are you doing?
Kylie toss sweep left side and drop down from behind. Beautiful job by McDonald. Malik McDonald has played himself a football game here this afternoon.
And it's like I said earlier, you have to rely on this defensive line and that linebacker core to stop an offense like this. And guys like Jack right there are doing a great job of stopping the run early, not allowing any positive yardage from Austin College, and making them punt here.
Have the wind at his back. I'll take a bad snap here. No. A guy can dream. Beautiful spiral punt. Lands at the 40, takes a roo roll. Norris picks it up to the 26-yard line, and he's going to go down. And they're not going to give him forward progress either. They're going to say he's down at the 19-yard line. Well, the Pirates moved the ball down the field a moment ago. They just got to do it again.
And one thing I was thinking, Merle, and I didn't want to say it earlier on the first drive, consistency, right?
Right.
We've seen the Pirates have great quarters just like that. They've done it against teams like Kalu, McMurray, but they haven't been able to sustain it. So right now, the drive went well. Obviously didn't end how we wanted with the turnover. Defense came back, did a great job. Let's see here if the offense can respond and keep that consistency of hard-hitting football that we've seen in that first quarter.
Gomez to McDonald, right side, sheds a tackle and dives out to the 23-yard line. 3 yards and a cloud of rubber pellets. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 8. Got our first email afternoon from the Huerta. Says, wishing our Pirate Nathan Huerta, number 42, good luck and all the Pirates a great game. Love Mom, Dad, Noah, and Sophia on southwesternfb@gmail.com. Thank you, folks. 2nd down and 9. One receiver right, 2 to the near side. Gomez, play action. Fires over to the right side and caught by Powell at the 48-yard line. He just out-jumped the defender.
Ethan Powell is on his head right now, mossing that cornerback from Austin College. Oh, my goodness. We've seen it all year, but it gets even more impressive every single time. I don't know how Ethan Powell does it sometimes.
Pretty good coverage.
I mean, that's textbook coverage. He had perfect position on Powell, and somehow, I mean, he's 6'5". He can jump higher than anyone, so that kind of helps too. But his hands, man, he has great hands, and he's a quarterback's best friend, basically.
Nice throw by Gomez into the wind as well. 1st down and 10 at the 48-yard line. Gomez dropping back again. Good protection again. Same play over the far sideline. Coming back to the football. Dugan Sexton incomplete. Just a little bit too high. Pretty good hang time on Sexton trying to climb the ladder there, but the ball just a little too high. 2nd and 10.
And that's 2 plays in a row. We're picking on that corner from Austin College. This could be something that Coach Austin or Coach Mask saw on film that they didn't want to use in the first quarter because they wanted to rely more on run.
Right.
But we'll see here with the rest of the game if they want to pick on this guy a little more.
Stops the clock with 10:36 to go, 2nd quarter. 2 receivers right, 2 here to the near side. Hand off McDonald, off left tackle, hit at the line of scrimmage and falls forward to about the 46-yard line for a 1-yard pickup. And it's going to set up a critical 3rd down and about 8 to go here for the Pirates. You just feel like if you could get over the hump.
It's there. It
is
there. they show a lot of life in a lot of these plays and a lot of these drives. It's there. And I think we're going to see it today, Merle.
I think so, too. 3rd and 8, the 46-yard line. Let's see if it starts right here. Trips to the near side. Gomez dropping back. Good protection again. Sidearm sling and a sliding catch made at the 31-yard line. Coaches are saying incomplete, but they don't get the call. Beautiful catch on the side. I think that was Mitchell Garrett, was it not? 81?
It was Mitchell Garrett, but the line judge on the Austin College side said it was incomplete.
Oh, so they talked it over and they reversed the call.
Didn't even talk it over. The line judge just kind of said it hit the turf. I don't know if the coach from Austin College had anything to do with that.
Well, the Pirates are going to go for it. 4th down and 8, or they might pooch punt it. 4th and 8 from the 46-yard line. Yeah, Gomez going to pooch punt it. See if they can get down and cover this thing. Lands to the 15. It's going to roll. Now it rolls backwards to the 15-yard line. So a 31-yard punt, no return, as we play the field position game here with 9:56 to go in the first half. Still 7-6, Austin College.
And the field position has been big here, I think, Merle, because when you look at previous games and with the Pirates, who they play with Howard Payne, Hardin Simmons, a lot of those touchdowns they gave up in those games, they were able to start, those teams were, on their own side, or on the Southwestern side, excuse me. And so quick touchdowns, quick drives. But here we've seen Austin College hasn't been able to do that. They haven't been able to start on their sideline, or on the Southwestern sideline. So we'll see here if that makes a difference in this drive too.
Quarterback takes the snap, tries to come around the right side and wipes himself out. So Ben Mraz back in at quarterback. Does pick up a yard before he goes down. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 9.
And Chuck had mentioned those slippery conditions.
Yeah.
And the quarterback from Austin College taking a big hit there as a result of it.
2nd and 9 from the 16. Mraz up under center again. Handoff right up the middle, and tough running there up to about the 20. Gain of about 3 yards on the play. Sets up a 3rd and 5. Look like Mazur's on the carry. A host of Pirates involved in the stop. Alex Gomez, Jalen Levine. 3rd and 5. Toss sweep right side. And can't get the corner turn. Going to be knocked down just shy of the 1st down, I believe, at about the 23-yard line. Great pursuit there by the Pirate defense. Once again on the stop, you had Blaine Corkin, Ludeman, and Chuck touched on it, TJ. After that, except for that first play, the Pirate defense thus far, knock on wood, has really adapted to this offensive scheme.
No, they really have, and it's been really cool to watch here. And going back to that play, a toss to the right side, the close part of the
close
sideline.
Side, yeah.
That's, I don't know, maybe they're just trying to catch the Pirates off guard there, but they did a great job of swarming to the football once they recognized it. And a great punt here.
Oh, what a bomb. Keep rolling. Nope, it's going to angle out of bounds to the 15-yard line. That had enough steam on it. I thought it might get to the end zone, but a beautiful punt by Tyler James, and it's going to pin the Pirates down at the 15-yard line. Southwestern right now has to feel a little bit like, what's his name, Sisyphus? The guy had to roll the rock up the hill, and they kept falling down every time they got close.
Hopefully that story ends with Sisyphus getting the rock up the hill at the end of the. Does it? Does it?
I don't think so.
What? Merle.
That's a reverse media jinx. See, I'm trying to flip the fates.
Keep the voodoo away, Merle. Keep the voodoo away. And Tyler James must have heard me with his comment. He was number 9. He was the one pointing at the scoreboard. Didn't realize he was the punter. Punters are not people, though, so I don't apologize to him at all.
8:18 to go first half. Handoff up the middle. New running back in for the Pirates and hit hard across the 15 up to the 17-yard line. This is Christian Reeves coming in for a couple of plays here. Saw him a little bit in last week's game. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
And Reeves showed a lot of potential, too, last week. You know, being just a freshman, didn't get to play all year besides last week. Like last week was his first time touching the field. I think he showed a lot of great stuff out there, and he could be a good complement to Marion's hard-running style with his ability to be really shifty on the outside.
2nd and 8 from the 17-yard line. Gomez, little counter play. Reeves out across the 20, hit hard, but a nice pickup there. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 5.
Yeah, counted to the left there, and Reeves just did not follow his blockers well on that one. He went through the wrong hole. It was a big hole, but a young running back like that's going to learn that there's going to be a linebacker coming right through that hole, and he's going to hit you hard. So you need to make sure to follow your blockers all throughout the play.
3rd down and 5 from the 20. 7:15 to go. Gomez in the shotgun. Now rolling to his right. Good protection again. And dumps it off underneath to JoJo Wilson. Makes the catch in traffic at the 28-yard line. I don't know how he hung on to the football. He had a kangaroo draped on him like a cheap coat.
He's got great hands, Merle. We saw it early. He had that catch behind his body, and we've seen it all throughout the year. And, yeah, I don't know how he got it because that kangaroo guy was all over him. I like that analogy there, too. I never heard that one.
1st down, Pirates at the 29. 6:47 to go. Gomez dropping back, rolling right, directing traffic. Now the pocket breaks down. He's got some running room and upended at the 34-yard line. Still a gain of about 5 yards before Brady Dygert knocked him down.
And that was a great job by Dygert. He stayed in, made sure he was reading his keys, still staying within his zone they had to cover. But then once he saw Gomez take off, he went right for him, went right for the legs to immobilize our running quarterback there.
Right.
But still, Pirates with a little gain, 5 yards.
So 2nd and 5 from the 34-yard line. 1 receiver to the right, 2 to the near side. Gomez play action. Looking, dumps it off underneath, incomplete. Try to get it to Powell, and there's a flag. Powell had the defender beat. Defender had to grab him around the waist, and 2 or 3 officials caught that one.
Yeah, that looked like a prom pose right there, the way the defender was right behind Powell, had his hands all around his stomach. It looked like they were going on a date, going to go to Perry's Steakhouse before the dance. It was going to be a beautiful thing. But you can't be doing that on a football field, cornerback. I know Ethan Powell's 6'5", but come on.
Well, that 15-yard penalty is better than a touchdown, I guess, any day.
Glass half full kind of guy. I like it, Merle.
The 1st down, Pirates at the 45. They're driving again inside of 6 minutes to go. Handoff, and this time flung backwards was Christian Reeves. Didn't have a chance that time. There were 3 or 4 black shirts involved in the play, led by Dygert again. Be a loss of about 2, 2nd and 12.
And I think that play right there was just a result of Austin College kind of just calling the perfect play on defense. Southwestern has ran a counter to the left the first few plays here on 1st down. So they were just saying, well, let's see if they run it this time. They kind of called a sweep right on the defensive side.
2nd down and 12 from the 43. Play action this time. Gomez now rolling to his right. Good protection again. Fires over to the right side. Got a receiver open. Caught. Powell, the 30-yard line. Breaks a tackle to the 25. Hangs on to it this time. Breaking tackles again. Still dragging tacklers down to the 15-yard line. And they finally, it was like a tractor pull. They finally get him down at the 15-yard line. What a run by Ethan Powell. Nice job by Gomez to keep the play alive. But, man, what a play by Powell.
They had 6 guys over there trying to take him down, Merle, and they couldn't. They all could not bring him down. He is an insane beast out there right now. We've seen him. Great catches, swiping defenders away with a stiff arm, and then right there, too, just carrying defenders for extra yards. He's doing a great job today, and we might see another 100-yard game from him. It's still early here in the first half.
Timeout taken by the Roos. I don't know about you, but that ball seemed like it was in the air for a long time when Gomez rolled to his right, but he knew what he's doing. He got it to him.
Got a little worried there, and honestly, if the Austin College defender had went for the ball instead of trying to hit Ethan, he may have been able to swat it out of his hands. Kind of what we saw in the first quarter whenever they threw a deep ball to Ethan Powell, and Gordon was able to swat it away. Right there they just tried to hit him, and you can't hit Ethan Powell and bring him down like that. It's just, you don't see that unless you kind of look like him too, and not a lot of guys are built like that. And so, great job by him today so far. And one big thing Damian Gomez has so much time back there today. He
huge.
hasn't gotten hit at all.
Right.
He hasn't taken a sack. This has been a great job by this offensive line from Southwestern so far. And hopefully they can keep it up the rest of the game.
And hopefully they can punch this one in. First down and 10 at the 16-yard line. 4:59 to go first half. Bruce fans below trying to fire up their defense. Pirates trying to finish off the drive. Marion back in the game, takes the handoff, looking for running room, and hit hard at about the 15-yard line. Maybe fell forward to the 14. Now they're going to say 15, so a yard pickup, second down and 9. Brady Dygert has been a pain in the butt here for the Austin College Kangaroos. Skylar Gillespie, our QA, says, you were right, game is going quickly. And now that you said that, Skylar, we're going to be here for another 3.5 hours.
Thank you, Skylar.
Play action. Fade pattern into the end zone, looking for Powell. Caught. Touchdown, Pirates. Beautiful pass from Damian Gomez. Ethan Powell shielding his body, shielding the football. Looked like a basketball player blocking out, and a great catch, TJ.
How many times have we seen that this year, Merle? Just throw it up and let the big man go get it.
Yep.
Ethan Powell, a great performance today, and it's only the first half. We still have 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in the second quarter. He is going to put up a huge day today. It's so exciting to see the senior, where he was as a freshman to where he is now. He's done a great job of improving every year, and what a catch. What a catch over there near the left pylon.
Good snap and hold. Fournier for the extra point. Knocks it through. 4:15 to go. Pirates have their first lead of the ball game at 13-7. That was one of those, as Coach Austin would say, that's a Jimmy Joe play. My Jimmy's better than your Joe.
Yeah, that is one of Coach Austin's favorite sayings.
It is. I like it.
And that is the second time Ethan Powell has mossed a guy in this quarter. And, of course, Merle, I know you know who Randy Moss is. And
Oh, yeah.
I just, for the fans who maybe don't know, who maybe didn't watch football back then. Randy Moss, it's a verb now to say you moss someone, had a great catch. And he did that in the first drive of the second quarter, and now here in the third drive for the touchdown.
Well, you talked about a great job the offensive linemen have been doing. We hear from Ida Gutierrez. Says, good luck, Pirates, especially number 69, Brian Gutierrez, from your family and friends from Laredo, Texas.
He's someone who we usually mention a lot. We haven't seen a lot because he hasn't been pulling a lot today.
Right.
But he's a part of that offensive line that has done a great job providing a lot of time to Damian Gomez today. And he's been a rock on that Southwestern offensive line. I know Chuck, all throughout the year, has said how much he pumps up the sidelines, how he pumps up his offensive line, how he pumps up the offense as a whole. So Brian Gutierrez is a leader here for the Pirates.
4:15 to go in the first half. Pirates up 13-7. And a short high pooch kick. Fielded at the 31-yard line. He's going to return it and puts his head down and knocked out of bounds at the 39-yard line. That got the crowd fired up. Nice play by Trey Adams. Listed as a tight end. You can see why.
I'm kind of shocked he returned. I thought he put the fair catch.
I did too,
up.
actually.
So I thought he was going to get a penalty there, but I guess not. I guess he was just going to point up in the air and said, I got that one.
Sets up the Roos first down and 10 at the 42-yard line. Pirate defense has responded well, gave up the one big play. Let's see what they do here.
And this has been their best field position so far to start. We'll see if they can take advantage of it here. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. Mraz back in at quarterback, first and 10 at the 42-yard line. He's going to take it right side and upended there by Corkin. Beautiful job just squaring up his body and knocked him down for a short 2-yard pickup.
Yeah, he really didn't know where he wanted to go with the football. He was kind of, just chopping his feet. He didn't know if he wanted to pitch it or take it forward, and once he decided, it was already too late. There were too many Pirates around him, and they were able to make the play on him.
Second down and 8 from the 44-yard line. Pirates will get the ball to start the second half, so this is a big drive here. Going to take it again off the right side. He's going to go nowhere. Maybe he lost a yard or two. Pirates are saying they got the football. but they're going to say he's down. Hackett coming out of the pile with the football. And it's going to stay with the Roos. Great play nonetheless. 3rd and 7 from the 45.
And it's the same line judge on the Austin College side who called that incomplete pass earlier. He didn't even entertain the idea of a fumble right there.
Right.
He was immediately spotting the ball, and none of the refs they didn't even communicate
They didn't
on
talk
that
about
one.
it, no.
So we'll see here if Austin College caught a break.
3rd and 7 from the 45-yard line. Morass pitch out left side, trying to get to the edge, trying to get the corner turned, and he is not going to get there. Going to get to the 50-yard line, but he's still a couple of yards shy of the first down. That'll bring up a 4th down, and we'll see what the Roos do here with 2:43 to go.
Chuck mentioned a missed holding call
Got
on
another
that
one?
first touchdown. I think that there was another missed holding call there. It looked like our cornerback was getting absolutely just mauled and kind of held from the back, but no call.
4th and 2 coming up here for the Roos. Ball on the far hash at the 50-yard line.
And this might be a situation where they just run the
Yeah.
play clock down.
Think about this one. And there's your timeout. So timeout taken with 2:05 to go. Big play coming up here. 4th down and 2. Entertaining football game. Other games today in the conference. Hardin-Simmons hosting Howard Payne. That's a big one. Sul Ross State taking on McMurray. And TOU against ECBU. All at 1 o'clock. See if I can get a score in that Howard Payne game.
Yeah, that's going to be a big game. That's for, for now it's top 2.
Right.
But after next week, depending on what happens, it could be for the top spot. If Howard Payne's able to beat Hardin-Simmons today.
Yeah, Howard Payne comes in at 6-0. UMHB is idle at 5-0. Hardin-Simmons at 4-1.
There's playoff implications with that game. If Howard Payne can win, they can put themselves in a better playoff position.
4th and 2 from the 50-yard line. Looking for running on the left side, and he did not get there. Initial contact at the 49 kind of spun off of that, and Nick Hackett was there, said, no, sir. Corkin had the first hit. Hackett polished him off, and the Pirate defense with a huge stop.
I think Nick was still mad they didn't give him the
think
fumble
you're right.
recovery. He said, okay, you ain't going to give me that. I'm going to take this right here and not let them get the first down. And there's no one happier right now than big old Slim over there on the Southwestern side, all painted up in yellow over there. I love it.
There he is. Give a shot of that, Josh, if you can. Top row of the bleachers. So now the Pirates have the football back. 2 minutes left. 1:59 technically. All 3 timeouts. Be great to at least get a field goal because you get the football to start the second half. One receiver wide right, trips here to the near side. Dropping back, Gomez firing. Sliding catch made at the 41-yard line. Good for a Pirate first down. JoJo Wilson on the reception.
And Wilson, another great catcher, did a great job of making sure his arm stayed right underneath the football, didn't let it hit the turf. That's an automatic catch in any league on any day.
About a foot shy of the first down, actually. So second down at about a foot here, just shy of the 41-yard line. Gomez. Handoff right side, and inside the 40 to the 35, bouncing to the right side, down to the 30-yard line. Good running there that time by Christian Reeves. Found a little hole and darted through it. He's starting to get lathered up a little bit. First down, Pirates at the 30-yard line.
And Christian Reeves, we mentioned earlier, young running back need to learn a lesson. Right there, he already learned it. Followed Anderson Johnson right up the hole for the first down. Big game for the Pirates.
First down, 30-yard line. Gomez dropping back. Firing, dumps it off underneath, complete to the 28-yard line. Breaking a tackle, Powell, the 25, still on his feet. Here we go again, knocked down to the 23-yard line. Gain of about 8, second down and 2.
You don't expect Powell to be so shifty, Merle. It looks like he's doing footwork drills out there. He's avoiding all these Austin College defenders like the plague. It's very impressive what he's doing.
Clock continues to roll, 49 seconds to go. Pirates at the 22-yard line. Gomez dropping back. Looking, now rolling to his right. Fires over to the right side. Got Powell again, batted away at the last second. Good coverage downfield that time by Austin College. Coming in and close the gap was Jarrett Pleasant. That'll stop the clock with 37 seconds to go. Sets up a 3rd and 2 from the 23-yard line.
And Southwestern has 3 timeouts left. So, do you run the ball, get the first down here, Merle? Set up, run a pass play to the end zone. Depending on what happens, call timeout. We'll see here what Coach Austin wants to do.
Big 3rd down. 3rd down and 2 from the 23. Handoff up the middle. They have the first down and more inside the 15, pushing the pile down to the 11-yard line. Once again, Christian Reeves. This time looking like Jaquan Marion right up the middle. They'll stop the clock and move the chains. I think the Pirates call a timeout. They do with 31 seconds to go. This has been an impressive drive.
Very impressive. And we knew the Pirates could score quick. We've seen them do it before against Cal Lutheran at the beginning of the year. We just haven't seen it, happen since, basically. And so, honestly, this is a completely different Pirates team so far, Merle. It's been, night and day with some of these games so far. A great job all around by the offensive line, by the wide receivers, the quarterbacks, the running backs, and then especially the defense. Even special teams, outside of the missed snap.
Right.
Everyone is firing on all cylinders.
Well, it helps that not every school in the conference is Mary Hardin-Baylor and Howard Payne and Hardin-Simmons. That does have something to do with it. Speaking of Howard Payne and Hardin-Simmons, 10-7 HPU on top of the Cowboys with 6:31 to go in the second quarter. First down, Southwestern. Knock on the door. They've got it at the 12. Gomez in the shotgun again. Powell's on the right side. Play action. Gomez looking for running room. Now reverses field to his left. Gets a block to the 10, to the 5. Looking for the pylon. Got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates. What a run by Damian Gomez. Started to his right. Realized there was nothing there. Got just enough blocking. And you knew he was going to lunge for that pylon, TJ.
What a play by Damian Gomez. He went right. I thought he was going to honestly give a little pass to Ethan Powell the way he was kind of running, but he reversed field, went all the way to the left, and big-time playmaking right there by Damian Gomez puts the Pirates up another touchdown. Like you said, we get the ball back in the next half, Merle. Could be really good for the Pirates here.
Extra point attempt coming up here for Charlie Fournier. Out of the hold of Gomez. Good snap and hold. Kick is up. The kick is good. 21 ticks on the clock. 20-7 your score. What's nice about that, obviously, just the score is nice, but with this funky offense that they run, all it takes is one freak play, and they'd be right back on top.
Yep.
Now you've got a little bit of breathing room. A lot of football left, but you can absorb one.
And it puts a lot of pressure on them, right? Because what we talked about, their offense wastes a lot of time. They have to take advantage of each and every drive that they have now, because if they're going to waste a lot of time on the ground with the run, you got to score. You got to put points on the board, because the Pirates offense right now is doing that. 2 drives in a row with a touchdown.
And they're just not built to come back. They don't throw the football. If they get behind by too far, that clock runs. It works great when you're ahead. Yeah. You can bleed the life out of the opponent. But when you're behind, even if you're matriculating down the field, you're still, the sands of the hourglass are draining out on you.
Yeah, and it's why we see Army and Navy and, Air Force, all those schools that run this offense, they struggle when they get behind,
Right.
Obviously, there's a couple other, there's other things that could, do it, but the offense that takes a lot of time, it hurts them at the end of the day.
So Fournier set to kick it off again. Just don't give up something cheap here in this next 20 seconds. Short, high kick. The wind's going to knock it down. It's going to be fielded on the dead run of the 20 up the near sideline of the 30. And cutting it back to the 35-yard line. Pretty good return. On the stop for the Pirates, Dominic Izidorzik and Alec Gomez. Looks like Tiger Dietz on the return for Austin College, who have 17 seconds to work with.
It looks like they're going to just take a knee here.
Yeah. Well, how can you tell the difference?
Mainly just because of number 2 way back there.
That's exactly what they do. So after Austin College breaks out on top on one big run to take a 7-0 lead, the Pirates with 20 unanswered points to take a 20-7 halftime lead. And maybe a little chattering again between the two squads, something that Coach Austin was pretty unhappy about last week.
Well, you have both teams going in the same
room,
entrance.
yeah.
It's kind of like Notre Dame and Miami in 1989 when they were doing the Catholics versus convicts thing. Like, you can't have two teams that don't really like each other going into the same entrance. You're going to have a lot of problems.
And Chuck has got Coach down to the sidelines. Going to come back here to get squared up a little bit more. Take it away, Chuck.
Fairly mistake-free half from all three phases of the game. You know, there was play here or there, but for the most part, the Pirates showed out really well. Give us your thoughts on the first half.
Well, yeah, we're asking for accuracy, and for the most part, we got it. That first drive, we made a mistake on. We made a mistake with the block in the back on the punt. Reception where we could have had 50, we ended up at like our 25. But yeah, we really settled in. And defensively, we've done a fantastic job after that first drive. Really consistent on offense. So I think, you know, we've lost a few yards on running plays. We've got to clean that up. But Damien just played an excellent half running and throwing. We're playing well. Another half like this, it'll be a fun ride.
That was my next question was about Gomez. Now, on that one play that Austin College was able to score on their first drive, it appeared to me that there was a hold right on the edge at the point of attack. Of course, that's my perspective. But
yeah, there's holding on every place, and so you got to fight through it. I mean, there's a hold on 3 football players. Right. You got to fight through it.
All right, good luck the second half, Coach. Thanks, man. There you go, Merle. Coach rolling with the punches. He knows that some things are going to break your way, while other times they don't. And you take the good with the bad. And don't get me to start singing Facts of Life, but the Pirates looking pretty good this first half.
Yeah, they are, Chuck. And I want to talk about the mood on the sidelines because they're looking good. I mean, they've been beaten up the past couple of games, and it's got to be a bit of a different atmosphere and a different mood when you're up 20-7, right?
It is a big change. Although the Pirates have, even in the losses and the losses where things aren't going their way, they've generally remained pretty even-keeled about mood. And they've stayed there here, but when there's a big play, they get excited, and you know, they've almost come off of the sideline onto the field for a couple of those Ethan Powell catches, a corking tackle. There've been a few plays that really fired them up, brought them out of their seat.
Well, awesome job, Chuck. Thank you for that, and we will talk to you again in the third quarter.
Yes, sir.
20-7, good start for the Pirates. You know, the problem is you've been struggling for the past couple of weeks. You can't think, okay, we got this one in the bag now, TJ. There's still a lot of football left to be played, and we've seen how dangerous Austin College can be.
Yep, you got to keep your foot on the pedal, keep putting the gas on, because you can't let a team like Austin College come back, because they're not going to quit. It's their homecoming. It's their parents' weekend. They know that their fans are expecting a win. That's what their coach is going to tell them here in the locker room. So expect a really fired-up Austin College team coming out of the locker room that Southwestern is going to have to deal with and match that energy.
Well, the best way to extinguish that fire is to have a nice long drive to start the second half and make it a 27-7 lead, right?
Yep, that's a perfect remedy for that fire right there, Chuck. Merle.
So 20-7 score here at the end of the first half. We'll go ahead and take an extended break and be back in time for the second half kickoff. You are watching Southwestern Pirates football on the Vype Live Network.
number one, block number one. Well, first off, thank you for being here.
Jordan Battles reach over the defender.
Crosby's second state championship appearance.
Baytown, Texas for the 51st time.
How does that sound?
Block number one, block number one. Well, first off, thank you for being here.
Jordan Battles reach over the defender.
Crosby's second state championship appearance.
Baytown, Texas for the 51st time.
How does that sound?
Great job, cheerleaders. Another big welcome home to our great alumni and families. Go Roos.
And we welcome you back to Jerry Apple Stadium here in Sherman, Texas. We are at halftime, wrapping up 20-7. The Pirates on top of the Austin College Roos. Merle Bertrand, TJ Vela, Josh Blanche, Jacob Gonzalez here, the crew. Chuck Tracy down to the sidelines. And Skylar Gillespie, our QA, keeping an eye on the broadcast. We got an email that came in probably right after Ben Lancaster's punt. Said, Ben, what a great punt. We are so proud of you. See you next week and love you so much, Mom and Grandma in California. I bet it's not 55 degrees and raining in California.
No, Mom and Grandma, please bring some jackets. Please bring some coats or something. You're going to be cold next week.
Well, what a first half for the Pirates, up 20-7. We were talking while we were away at break, TJ. You know, the way the last couple of games have gone for Southwestern, I'm sure they're feeling good about themselves. As well, they should up 20-7. This game isn't over yet. They've only played half a football game. They've got to stay focused and finish up this last 30 minutes strong.
No, they definitely need to stay focused, finish up this half strong. And like we said, too, a big play to start this first drive in the second half could be what they need to keep momentum going and kind of break the backs of Austin College and just make it too much for them to come back from. So we'll see here, what happens to start the second half.
So 20-7 to score. The clock ticking down. And as we mentioned, it just started to rain. I thought I saw some drops coming off the roof of the press box, but I see umbrellas down below, and hard to tell on the beautiful new field turf here, but that makes a cold day feel even colder, and that football will get even more slippery. The one thing I did notice, and the play was moving so fast, I didn't really get the chance to talk about it much. Damian Gomez is having a great half. I saw him running the football, holding the ball with one hand out on the right side. And
really? That
just made me a little bit nervous, especially on a cold day like this.
I didn't notice that either, Merle. So it's a good call out. Hopefully that doesn't like a preemptive kind of thing you just said, like kind of a precursor to what could come. Hopefully not.
Wind still gusting from left to right, kind of a cross breeze coming across the stadium from our backs here on the home side to the visitor side, but blowing from left to right. So Pirates will get the football to start the second half, but they'll be going into the teeth of the wind. So here we go. Aldridge puts the right foot into it, and it's going to be fielded by Norris at the 5, coming from right to left, up to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, and a big burst of speed out to the 25-yard line. Good field position to start the drive here for Southwestern as the second half gets underway. So more than likely, Alec Gomez will lead out the offense. Jaquan Marion has had a good half for the Pirates as well.
Alec Gomez?
Damian Gomez, sorry.
They're both really good for the Pirates. I understand the confusion there, Merle.
Except they play on completely different sides of the football. Other than that, they're exactly the same.
They look alike. It's tough out there.
So Damian Gomez leads them out. First down, 10 at the 25-yard line. Two receivers here to the near side. One receiver wide right. And handoff Marion, nice hole up in the middle. Breaking a tackle, spins across the 25 up to the 26, maybe the 27-yard line. And then the big rugby push is going to get him all the way out to the 34-yard line. Looked like a 5-yard pickup, but winds up as a 9-yard pickup, 2nd and 1.
Yeah, that big rugby push, like you said, Merle. Huge gain right there from that. That's something we haven't really seen from the Pirates either. Getting those extra yards after carry just by pushing and just kind of bullying the other team into it.
Remember when that was illegal, that you couldn't push like that?
Yeah, it's always been illegal, but I think for me, especially back when I was playing, I was always doing stuff like that, trying to, get any extra yards I could for my team.
Second down and 1 from the 34-yard line. Again up the middle. Now Marion to the outside of the 40, to the 45, to the 50, to the 45, and drug down from behind to the 40-yard line. Jaquan Marion, his biggest run of the afternoon. And the Pirates flip the field. They move it into Austin College territory. Saving the touchdown for the Roos was Texas Gordon, but a big play for Southwestern.
And a great job by Marion right there. He went left and he found the cutback lane on the right side and did a perfect job of just stringing it out. And a big shout out to Mitchell Garrett. We haven't called his name since his first catch in the first quarter, but he had a great block on the outside that helped spring Marion forward for the big gain.
First down, Pirates at the 40-yard line. Gomez, handoff Marion if it ain't broke. And he's going to break tackles again. Dives inside the 35 all the way down to the 33-yard line. He is running like a man with a purpose.
You know, I think it is a big purpose for him today. You know, like we said earlier, he hasn't really done much all season, right? Like it's been, you know, as of late that he's been kind of, you know, coming into it and making, you know, these big strides here early on. But with everyone out, he's the man now. He is the running back for the Pirates, and I think he's trying to prove that here to everyone on the Southwestern team today.
2nd down and 3 after the pickup of 7. Ball spotted at the 33-yard line, just send away second half. One receiver wide right to the near side. Going to give it to him again right up the gut. Again, spins off one tackle and gets it down near the first down marker. Looks like he might be about a foot shy. Took a big shot or two, but held on to the football. 3rd down and a yard. You're in 4-down territory here.
100%. You got to set the momentum with this drive right here, Merle. And if you don't get the first down on this 3rd and short situation, I think you definitely go for it.
Yep.
Because this is out of the range, I'd say, of Fournier. Yes, he's made a lot of long kicks this year, but I think you have a better shot of just trying to go up the middle with how the offensive line's playing today.
I agree, especially with the conditions the way they are. Let's pick it up and not even worry about it. Handoff. Ooh, it's going to be stacked up shy. Nice penetration that time by the Austin College defense. Big number 56 getting in there. That is Max Wallstad. Loss of a yard. It's going to bring up by 4th down and 2 from the 32.
And we'll see if the loss maybe changes the 4-down mindset.
I don't think so. It'd be a 49-yarder into a nasty wind in the rain.
And Dugan Sexton coming to the game right there, bringing in the play. We'll see here if Coach Austin wants to utilize him on the outside.
Two receivers split out to either side. Gomez, look for the quarterback draw. He's going to roll right. Now fires over to the right side, and he's got a receiver out there at the 25-yard line. There's the guy you were just talking about, Mitchell Garrett. Just ran the receiver or the defender down the field, put on the brakes, turned around. The football was right there, a perfect strike, and a Pirate first down.
And that play gave us 2 things we haven't really seen all day. Pressure on the quarterback for Southwestern and a blitz from Austin College. And both of them nullified by a great block by Jaquan Marion in the backside that got the blitzing linebacker and gave Gomez just enough time to get the ball out to Garrett for the first down.
Christian Reeves in the ball game now at running back, lined up to the left side of Gomez. Trips to the left. Play action pass. Gomez looking, firing over the center of the field. Got him out of the backfield. 5 touchdown Pirates. Christian Reeves on the wheel route out of the backfield. Crossed up everybody. And the Pirates are getting some separation.
You think you have everyone covered. You think you have Ethan Powell covered. You think you have JoJo Wilson covered. And then with the play action pass, you just see Christian Reeves sneaking right up the middle. And Damian Gomez finds him wide open for a touchdown. That's his first collegiate touchdown. Keep the ball, young man. Don't give it to the referee. Go frame that up. Put it in the home office back in your hometown, man.
Nice catch and a nasty day. Charlie Fournier on for the extra point. Good snap and hold by Gomez. The kick is up, and Fournier drills it. So with 11:25 to go, just with the doctor ordered, TJ Vela, 27-7. This crowd that was all pumped up again at halftime has gotten very quiet. It's cold. It's nasty. That'll suck the life right out of them, let's hope.
Yeah, let's hope a lot of them just start going home now. Let's beat the traffic maybe, you know, help the momentum go to the Southwestern sideline over there.
What a great drive. As we hear from Michelle Levine, says, go Jalen all the way from North Shore in Houston. Love you. As the Beast about ready to take the field here as we turn it back over to the Pirate defense.
The Beast.
CD Levine says, watching from my living room, go be great, King. Love, Auntie. He's got a fan club.
Man, he really does. And he's played well today, so he deserves it.
Mm-hmm. 27 unanswered points for the Southwestern Pirates. Give a shout out to my mom of the great state of Illinois. She's laughing at us talking about this weather being cold.
Yeah, she's used to this year round. Like, this is not. She can go out in shorts and a tank top.
Kickoff going to sail down in the 12, field at the 15 and the 20, up the right side of the 25, and knocked down at the 29-yard line. Good special teams coverage there for Southwestern by Dominic Izzy-Dorzik.
And Dominic's pumped up after that one, and for good reason. A big hit there on the returnman. And we've called his name a lot here on the kickoff coverage, so he's doing a good job of throwing his name out there, put his name in the hat. Maybe we'll see him more on the defensive side of the ball in the next coming weeks.
That's one of those deals when you're traveling, you take a smaller squad on the road, so you got guys that are maybe playing that aren't necessarily playing on special teams. Not saying he's one of them, but that does happen. Pitch out right side, trying to get the corner turned and knocked down to the 34-yard line. Cork in there to escort Tiger Dietz out of bounds after about a 5-yard pickup, 2nd down and 5.
And to your point there, Merle, too, special teams, especially for the young guys, that's where you get, you're filming. That's where a lot of coaches get to see you for a lot of the time. And, for me especially, when I was, starting out at Southwestern, I was really, as a freshman, only on the field goal team.
Right.
So that's how I got my name out there. That's how I started traveling a lot more. And then I started going with the twos a lot more. So as a freshman and even a sophomore, if you can get on special teams and just kind of show what you're made of, you might see yourself, on the actual field like that.
Pitch out left side, trying to get the corner turn and not going to get there. Corson there in the backfield to drag down the runner from behind. It's going to be a loss back at the 31-yard line. Well, that's how you earn your playing time.
Yeah.
The coaches, they're going to watch that film and see that hustle, and you make enough big plays and enough big hits, you're going to see yourself getting out there during scrimmage plays.
Yep. And I think, especially for this type of generation, special teams were made cool again by guys like Devin Hester. You had guys like Ed Reed. They were always doing great things on special teams, and so it's been cool to get back out there and, return punts or block for the punter and whatnot. So it's one of those things that these young guys are putting a lot more emphasis on.
Dropping back, looking to pass over the middle and in and out of the hands. Had him open at about the 48-yard line. Trying to come back and make a nice catch. Would have been Traylon Marsh, but the ball thrown a little bit behind him, and that's what happens when you just don't pass the football that much.
Yeah, he hasn't had a pass thrown him all game, and all this rain, his gloves are probably a little bit too slippery there for Mr. Traylon.
So the punting unit on here for the Roos. They'll have to kick it from about the 20-yard line.
It would have been a first down, too.
It would have, yeah.
That would have kept their drive alive.
Good snap back. Tyler James launched a rocket last time. Launched another beautiful spiral punt. Fielded by Norris. Bobbled it, but he pulled in at the 25-yard line and gets it back to the 29. About a 4-yard return. But more importantly, hung on to the football. Southwestern to get it back with 9:51 to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, that bobble was a little scary there, Merle.
Yeah, especially in this kind of weather.
Yeah, I know Halloween's on Monday, and the Austin College cheerleaders were dancing to Monster Mash at halftime, but I don't need the Southwestern team giving me any other scaries.
Well, now I'm jealous. My mom says it's 60 degrees and no rain up there, so she has better weather than we do right now.
Tell her we're booking a one-way ticket right now after this game.
First down at the 29-yard line. Handoff, Marion. Sheds a tackle up the far side of the count to the 40, 45 to the 50, foot race sideline, 35, and finally knocked out of bounds to the 25-yard line. Jaquan Marion is having the best game of his season by far. And credit what credit's due, good blocking up front to spring him.
Another counter play to the right. All you had to do if you're Marion, follow Brian Gutierrez, follow Anderson Johnson, follow Matt Gomez. They gave you a huge hole on the right side, and with Jaquan's speed, you're not going to catch him until it's kind of too late.
Right.
And a great block, too, by JoJo Wilson, kind of helping spring him forward, too. So, overall, great play there for the Pirates.
First down at the 28-yard line. Play action. Gomez dropping back, looking, dumps it off underneath. Nice catch, knee high. Wilson makes the man miss at the 15, knocked down at the 15-yard line. What a catch by JoJo Wilson. He was running, and he reached down behind him low and plucked it off his knees.
I haven't seen the ability to make a catch in terms of range and all that, and like JoJo Wilson has in a long time. You basically throw it anywhere in his vicinity, and he has the potential to catch it. That's some great stuff, and if you're Damian Gomez, you love that.
Oh, yeah. My advice, don't play him in a game of Twister.
No.
First down at the 15-yard line. Gomez, fade pattern right side, and caught over there, I think, at the 9-yard line by Garrett White once again. Mr. Garrett, I don't know why I want to keep calling him Garrett Wright. I think Garrett Wright was a wide receiver at Lake Travis that went on to play in the pros.
Yeah, it is.
Mitchell Garrett hauls that one in. Nice catch there for a gain of 5. Second down and 5 from the 10-yard line.
And it was a great catch, but if Damian Gomez would have took one more look and read one more through his progressions, he would have had Ethan Powell wide open off a stop-and-go route in the end zone.
2nd down and 5 from the 10. Gomez dropping back under pressure, rolls away from it, and fires over the right side. Powell had it in his hands and dropped it. Nice job by Gomez keeping the play alive, ducking away from the pressure. Threw it a little high, but Powell will be the first one to tell you he should have had that one. He's human after all.
And I think that play was going to go straight to Powell no matter what. It was just kind of, the pressure made Gomez work a little bit harder to make it happen. But Powell was wide open the whole way with that slant route. Very shocked he didn't catch that one.
So 3rd down coming up. 3rd and goal, or 3rd down and 5 from the 10. One receiver right, trips here to the near side. Christian Reeves in the backfield with Gomez. Gomez dropping back, looking. Now he's going to tuck it under and run, cuts it back up to the 5, and hit hard as he approached the goal line. Did he get it in? No, he's going to say 1st and goal from the 1. What a run by Damian Gomez. Took a shot, couldn't quite get it in, but in some ways it's even better. It's 1st and goal at the 1, and the clock will keep moving.
He took a huge hit there. I'm surprised he got up.
Yeah.
The way that defender just came screaming in. And he looks fine, too. I thought he got hit in the head. So
that's what it looked like.
Luckily, he's okay.
Jaquan Marion back in the game now. 1st and goal from the 1. Going to be Marion. Runs into trouble at the line, and he's going to be stacked up and driven backwards for a loss of 3 or 4 yards. Good penetration that time by the Roos defense.
Yeah, Southwestern going with the power to the right side there, and that just took a little bit too long to develop. When you're on the 1-yard line and you're backed up as a defense, you're just going forward all out. And so they didn't even think about kind of waiting to see a play develop. They were just kind of causing havoc and not letting our guard pull, efficiently on that one.
Well, it worked. They knocked it back for a 4-yard loss. So 2nd down and goal from the 5. Clock continues to roll. 7 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Pirates up by 20. Looking to expand in that lead. Empty back set here. Triangle trips to the near side for Damian Gomez. Looking right, fires right, and incomplete. Wilson had it for a moment, but a nice job there on defense for Austin College. It was Jeremiah Contreras. Got a hand in there and stripped that football away at the last second. That'll set up a 3rd and goal.
And I think if Gomez could have just led Wilson a little bit more there, put a little bit more in front of him, that's a touchdown for the Pirates, because that ball was just thrown a little bit too behind him. That allowed Contreras to make that play on the football.
3rd down to go from the 5. Stops the clock with 6:46 to go, 3rd quarter. 2 receivers split out to either side. Gomez dropping back, pump fake. Now looking, firing left, and that ball in and out of the hands, but wide. It'll be a pass interference. And the Pirates will get a fresh set of downs. Tried to find JoJo Wilson. And it's not so much the yardage. It'll only tack on a couple of yards. But it's a fresh set of downs because it'll be half the distance to the goal line, so it'll be 1st and goal from about the 2.5-yard line.
And that'll be the big thing, too. Like, no matter if the Pirates aren't able to get in on the next play or not, the clock will continue running, which is the bigger thing here as we get close to the end of the game.
Joey Robinson checking in, big number 55. Haven't called his number yet today. First and goal from about the 2. Gomez hands it off and digging towards the goal line, not quite getting in. Fumble ball may have come out. And Austin College is saying they've got it. We'll wait and see. Got to unpile everybody. Reeves was the ball carrier. Pirates are saying they got it back. Whew.
I thought Reeves was just going to walk right into the end zone. And he took a big shot from the linebacker, number 5, the one who's been causing havoc all day. And somehow we got lucky right there.
We'll take it.
Fell right on the football.
You know, it's one thing to get hit by high school guys. It's another to get hit by grown men.
A lot of lessons learned today for
Yes. 2nd and goal from the 1. Going to go right back to him, and he puts his head down and takes it in the end zone. Touchdown. Well done, young man. Way to bounce back. And I love the fact that they went right back to him.
His 2nd career touchdown in basically his first full game here. But one thing I want to call out in that play, every single offensive lineman for the Pirates was in the end zone.
Yeah.
On top of their defender. That is such a beautiful sight to see. Coach Tom Ross on the sideline. He doesn't get very emotional. He doesn't get very energized. He's a very kind of cool, laid-back person. But I know he's very excited to see all his offensive linemen with such a big push that allowed Reeves to go into the end zone.
Charlie Fournier for the extra point. And it was blocked. Live football. This can be returned for 2 points the other way, but they're not going to do it. 49 comes up with the ball for Austin College. Robinson, Joey Robinson there to shove him out of bounds. Recovery made by Ryland Rich. But the extra point blocked. Score 33-7. That's been a bit of a problem today for the Pirates.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. You know, the Austin College homecoming fans haven't had much to cheer about since 14 minutes and 51 seconds in the first quarter, so we'll give them that one. They needed something. It's okay.
Well, I'm glad you brought up the blocking. I mean, holes like that, you or I could run through them, right?
Probably you, but not so much me. I mean, running for me just isn't a thing anymore, you know. It's kind of like a jog. I could take one cut and my knee would just explode, so I don't even want to deal with that. In terms of passing, though, and all the time they're giving Damian Gomez, we could do that.
That's
and
true.
We could both do that.
Yeah. Offensive line has done a great job, no doubt about it.
I could read a Harry Potter novel with how much time they're giving Damian Gomez back there.
5:44 to go. All Pirates right now, 33-7. They've done exactly what you wanted. They've scored 13 unanswered points here in this third quarter to put some separation between themselves and the Roos. Kickoff fielded at the 9, up to the 10, to the 15, and stacked up at the 22-yard line and knocked down there. A good hustle down the field for Southwestern. On the stop was Micah Justice. And the Pirate defense will go back to work as the lights are on here. A new addition.
That makes me wonder, Merle, like if this game were to be played in 2016, back when the Pirates were in the SCAC and so was Austin College, would this game be paused because they didn't have lights back then? They didn't have turf. It was just dust out there, you know.
It would be a lot muddier. I know that in these kind of conditions.
You're telling me that would be old-time football
yes,
right
it
there.
Would. Dropping back, they're looking to pass again, and the pass dumped underneath and in and out of the hands again of the intended target. Throwing a little bit behind Traylon Marsh. Good coverage downfield by Elijah Norris. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 10. This is just not something they're built to do.
No, I think Traylon Marsh might be better suited for a cornerback position the way he's just batting the ball away.
Nice route, but just not looking the ball in.
But like you said, they don't throw the ball. That's not something they do. But the Pirates' corners and safeties here being tested, those would have all been catches.
Right. And a toss sweep right side out across the 30 to the 35 to the 40 and knocked out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Peyton Vaughn and Peyton Ludeman, the Peyton brothers. It's kind of a law firm, Peyton and Peyton.
Yeah. You add in John Peyton on the defensive line if he gets in. It'd be Peyton cubed.
Nice pickup for Austin College out to the 43-yard line. But the clock continues to roll. Ball spotted at the 43, moving from left to right. Come up on 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Dropping back to pass again. Pass over to the left side. Tipped up in the air and batted away by Corkin. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Good coverage by Corkin. If that ball was thrown just a little bit lower, I think he would have been in the end zone to our left side there, Merle. He had a full head of steam and no one in front of him.
Peyton Kiley in a quarterback.
And with now the Southwestern defense having to worry about the pass, we'll see here. Maybe if that opens up the run game, because we've been kind of selling out on run, but we saw early on that 2nd down play they had a big gain, so we'll see here what happens.
Kyler going to keep it himself, and he's going to be tripped up across the 45, maybe the 46-yard line. I don't know if that was a design play or not, but it picked up about 3 yards. Going to bring up a 3rd and 7 from the 46.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing there, Merle, because you fake the handoff inside, you don't give it to him, but then with the quarterback that's right behind him, you just go right up the same hole. It didn't make sense to me, but either way, positive yardage. Guess that's all that matters.
4:25 to go, third quarter. Pirates up 33-7.
I'm thinking we may get a pass here the way the receiver on the left side was looking at his little wristband.
Had to remind us of what route to run. Yep, dropping back to pass. And pass over to the left side and incomplete. Nearest man to it was David McDonald. But he broke in and the pass went to the outside, and the punting unit will come on again here for the Austin College Roos.
And with a lead like this, I think still watch the fake, because you never know what Austin College may try and do here to get back into this game.
Ooh, nah. Good job getting rid of that football. And it rolls into the end zone. Good pressure coming from the right side. Almost got to it. And the punter for the Roos has had a nice day today. Tyler James launched another rocket. A little too far on this one, though, and Southwestern will take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
He has shown an impressive leg. I'll give him that. But I'm not letting him forget when he was pointing at the scoreboard when they were only up 7-6. I want him to look at it now. Hard look. A long look. Maybe Ben Lancaster can point over there for him.
So first and 10 Southwestern, ball spotted at the 20-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Jaquan Marion breaks a tackle and still on his feet out to about the 23. Oh, fumble. The ball came out. That's been one of the problems he's dealt with. And it's Roos football. So just when he had a chance to grind it out and really squeeze the life out of him, you give Austin College new life back at the 23-yard line.
And it's something we talked about earlier too, Merle, field position. Austin College has had terrible field position on their own side throughout the entire game. Here now, first down and 10 at the Southwestern 23-yard line. Maybe they take advantage of it. We've seen a lot of other teams this year take advantage of it against the Pirates defense. But we've also seen the Pirates defense stay stout, especially in times like this. So it'll be interesting to see here in this different situation, which we haven't really gotten to experience yet in this game.
So first down for the Roos, the 23-yard line of the Pirates. Toss sweep right side. Looking for a running room. Pirates string it out and shove him out of bounds for no gain of the play. Andre Gibson with him stride for stride to escort the running back out of bounds. On the carry was Seth Kerstetter, the wide receiver. No gain, second down and 10.
And the coach's box being right next to him, I kind of heard Coach Kriesel, the defensive coordinator, yell pass. It did look like the running back there was going to kind of pull up and throw the ball. I didn't see a receiver in the area, but you never know.
Yeah, I had the same thought for just a second. Kylie up under center. Going to keep it himself, and is going to be knocked out at the 20-yard line, hanging on for dear life. Jason Lund to hold that to a 3-yard pickup. Second down and 7 from the 20.
And this is definitely 4-down territory, so I can expect Austin College to run the ball here. Just kind of make it a more manageable 4-down.
Yeah, field goal doesn't do them much good as we come up on the 3-minute mark with the Pirates up 33-7. Third down and 7 to go from the 20-yard line. Kylie in the shotgun. Pitch out left side. And that's going to go nowhere. Corkin had that one read all the way. Got there about the same time the football did, and he wrestles Seth Kerstetter down like a rodeo cowboy. It's going to bring up a fourth down.
The acceleration, the burst that Corkin showed right there. Oh, my goodness. He shot out of a cannon to go make that tackle. Great job by the linebacker for the Pirates.
So they're right back where they started from, fourth down and 10 from the 23-yard line. Really no choice but to go for it here. They come up on 2:20 to go in this third quarter. Kylie faces it, fakes a toss left, dumps it off the right side, complete to the 20, to the 15, and knocked down to the 10-yard line. Good for a first down there. First completion of the afternoon, and it goes to Kenan Majors.
And something Coach Austin said at half was that there's holding on every play. It doesn't always get called. Right there, blatantly, Nick Hackett was held by the offensive line that didn't allow him to get to the quarterback there, and another missed holding call by the referees that allowed Austin College now to get a first down.
So So first down and goal from the 10. The drive continues here for the Roos. Kylie up under center again. Handoff right side, knocked down almost immediately. Corkin, the first one to get to the running back Majors. Had some help from Lund and Brulas. That's going to bring up a second and goal from the 8. But like we talked about, TJ, this drive is just chewing up the clock.
Yeah, you would think they would want to work quicker here. They're taking a long time to get the play in, wasting a lot of time precious time that they'll need.
Second and goal from just outside the 8. Kylie in the shotgun. Or not the shotgun, up in the center. Fakes the toss to the right, pass over the left side, in and out of the hands. Almost caught and fumbled, but they're going to call an incomplete pass. Not well-designed play. They faked the toss sweep to the right side. He pivoted around and tossed the pass to Majors, who was open. Pirates had it defended, but only picked up a couple yards.
Yeah, the Pirates were right in the quarterback's face right there, not really giving him much time to think about the throw. He kind of shot-putted it right over the outstretched arms of our Pirates defenders. And luckily now, incomplete pass, but it does stop the clock.
Yes, it does, with 59 seconds to go, and it's a third and goal coming up from the 8-yard line. Hand off right side and nothing doing there. A flag comes flying in. Kenna Majors with the carry. He's going to be down at the 6, and we will check the flag here.
And with a quick flag like that on a quick play, I'm either thinking it's a chop block, a high-low block. Hopefully it is on Austin College at that point and not like a face mask or anything like that on the Pirates.
It happened so fast, so like you said.
Only way it could be holding is if literally the Austin College guy brought the Southwestern guy to the ground.
No foul for chop block. So the result of the play will stand. It's going to bring up a 4th down and goal from about the 6-yard line, I'm guessing. I think that's where the ball spotted. Well, a field goal would put you behind by 23. That's still a 3-possession game. You're 4 possessions down now. I'm not so sure I wouldn't take points here, but 4th down and goal from the 6-yard line. Dropping back to pass. Pass over to the right side. Caught it in the end zone. Touchdown. Traylon Marsh has dropped a couple. He hung on to that one. And Austin College takes advantage of the Pirate turnover and get points on the board, 33-13 with the extra point pending.
Yeah, third time with the charm there for Marsh.
Right.
Found the soft spot in the Pirates' defense and just went right to it. Nice throw there by the quarterback, getting it right to him. And it's something like we said, Pirates maybe didn't practice the pass as much this week. So
right.
There were a lot of completed passes on that drive, kind of provided or just caused some problems for the Pirates overall. So as the game wears on, we'll see if that has any type of effect on them.
33-14 is the extra point is good. 32 seconds to go here in this third quarter. The rough part about that, you're up 33-7 with the football, and you've kind of given them a little bit of life here now.
Yeah, because if you're the Pirates and you don't fumble it there, I'm betting that they're going to drive down the field,
right,
score a touchdown. They may have even gotten it to the fourth quarter by now. But like you just said, Merle, now they're Austin College. They're feeling a little bit of life. Their band's playing the fight song. Their homecoming crowd into it. Do you play the onside here? Do you think, with all this time left, do you think that they kick an onside, kind of catch the Pirates off guard?
I almost would. I mean, they've had a hard time stopping the Pirates.
And if
you still need 3 scores.
Yeah, and if you think back too, maybe even a pooch kick.
Right.
Pirates have had problems with a pooch kick here and there throughout the year.
It's kind of like a NASCAR race. If you go to the pits when everybody else goes to the pits, you're going to come out the same spot you are when you went in.
Yep.
Try something different. It's homecoming. No, that's why we're up here, TJ. As the kickoff sails into and out of the end zone, and Southwestern will take over.
Maybe Austin College needs us down there, Merle. Maybe they need us to put on a headset and coach them up a little bit.
Right. Well, we saw the coaches when Christian Rees fumbled, handed the ball right back off to him, and he scored a touchdown. So I'm guessing we're going to see a steady diet of number 5 here to try to get that demon exercise a little bit.
Yeah, this is the kind of game where you kind of prove as an offensive line, as a running back, you're worth your salt. You basically just need to run the clock out to win this game. Long drives that result in points, and I think we're going to see a lot of that here for the Pirates.
Play action pass. Gomez fires over the middle. Ethan Powell, you can do that too, out to the 40-yard line. That always works, a 15-yard pickup. He's still pushing the Powell forward, refuses to go down. He's a one-man clock milking machine. That took an extra 10 seconds off the clock.
And another example of why you need all 11 men to bring Ethan Powell down.
Took a while just to untangle everybody. That worked out to be a 17-yard pickup all the way out to the 42-yard line.
And with that play, it's likely going to run down the clock for the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, no reason to snap it here. You're up 33-14. You got the football back, and you'll be going with the wind at your back in the fourth quarter. So I just let this clock bleed out.
It's like a very minute difference between the play clock and then the game clock.
And we have reached the end of the third quarter, 33-14, Pirates on top. And I see you down there, Chuck. You're trying to be camouflage up there with the hood on over your yellow visor, but I see you. Heading into the fourth quarter, that turnover kind of hurt a little bit. And let's see if the Pirates can bounce back here, Chuck.
You know, it's the same situation we've seen play out in multiple games this year. If the offense turns the ball over or makes a mistake giving the opponent a short field, it really makes the task difficult for the defense. You can have one busted play in the first quarter, resulting in the edge. Offensive turnover, getting a short field. You still are excited about your defensive performance today.
Yeah, I agree. They did score, but the Pirate defense at least made them work for it on their short field, chew up a bunch of clock before they finally punched it in, and they had to do something totally different from what they're used to doing to get that touchdown. So here we go to the fourth quarter. Pirates with the football moving from left to right now, and the handoff up the middle to Marion. Bounce it to the right side, 45 to the 50, to the near sideline, 45-40, to the 35, and steps out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Jaquan Marion, atoning for the earlier fumble, escorted out of bounds by Richard Johnson, but not before a big pickup. And here come the Pirates.
And this is who the Pirates needed to come around and come through for their team. Jaquan Marion, we saw it all last year, Merle. He was doing a great job for the team as a freshman. Haven't seen it, like we said, his sophomore year, but this is the guy who can help turn the season around and finish out these last three games strong. And we've seen it already here throughout this entire game.
Don't have access to stats, really, but I'm guessing he's over 100 yards by now. He's got to be getting pretty close.
I'm thinking 200, honestly.
Ooh, and almost a one-handed catch up the sideline. But it falls incomplete. Stops the clock with 14:29 to go in regulation time. Got an email from Jesus Flores. Says, keep up the good work, Pirates. Blessings to all the players on the field. May they stay safe and free of injuries. Special shout-out to SU Pirate Brian Gutierrez, number 69 on the field, but number 1 in our hearts. From your high school counselor and uncle and all your big lineup of supporters in Laredo, we love you. Gutierrez got the fan club going now.
He does.
Hand off Marion, off left tackle. Big hole inside the 30, down to the 22-yard line. Got to wonder, TJ, if maybe this Austin College defense might be getting a little tired. They've been on the field for the majority of this football game.
Yeah, we haven't really seen a lot of substitutions happening, especially on that front four, that D line. So with this run game and with how the Pirates' offensive line is playing so far, you know they are fatigued, they're tired. They've been ran through all game so far.
Gain of 7, 2nd and 3 from the 27-yard line. Inside of 14 minutes. Handoff Marion. Oh, tripped up, but I think he may have dived. He might be about a foot shy of the first down. He was tripped and then slipped as he tried to make his cut. He's going to be about a yard shy, 3rd and 2, or 3rd and 1.
Yeah, Josh Taylor was going to make the block on the pull there, and it looked like Marion just went a little too quickly, ran right into the back of him. But he was able to get a little bit of positive yardage here. It does look like the Pirates are going to go for it.
On 4th down and 1. It'd be a 42-yard field goal from here. Definitely within Charlie Fournier's range, but the special teams have been a bit of an issue for the Pirates. Trying to keep the offense on the field. 4th down and 1 from the 25-yard line. And Gomez, he's going to have the first down and more inside the 20 down to the 17-yard line. What a great play design. Kind of looked left like he was going to swing it out to Marion. Got the defense shifted that way, TJ, and then he just kind of ran where they weren't.
Yep, you had the defense going all the way to the left. They were selling out on Jaquan Marion, taking the ball right there. And Damian Gomez said, nope, I'm going to take it right up the middle, follow my block from Anderson Johnson, and get another first down for my team.
First down, Pirates in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Keeps the clock moving. One receiver left, two to the near side. Now it's Marion off the right side and stacked up from behind. Fell forward for a yard or two. On the stop for the Roos, Max Wallstead. Going to say no gain in the play, so second down and 10.
And Jaquan Marion's helmet came off there, so that stops the clock for a bit, and that makes Christian Reeves need to come in.
Right.
Since Marion needs to go out for at least one play now.
So Reeves lined up to the right side of Gomez. Going to get the carry. Nice hole off the right side. Cuts it back inside and knocked down at the 11-yard line. Nimble running there from Christian Reeves to pick up about 7 yards on the carry. Going to bring up a third down and 3. You can feel his confidence kind of growing the more he touches the football.
And it's something too, like we've said, he didn't get to play, for most of the season so far. He was kind of fifth string on the roster, but due to injuries, he's here and he's doing a great job for his team.
Third down and 4 from the 12. Gomez dropping back. Pass over the center of the field. Had Powell, but had to get rid of the football a little earlier than he wanted to. There was pressure coming in. Falls incomplete. Now I think we'll probably see Charlie Fournier on a fourth down play. Maybe.
I don't know, Merle.
Maybe not. Look like the offense is staying on the field.
Yeah. Here comes Joey Robinson with the play.
Clock stop with 11:26 to go here in regulation time. Pirates with a 4th and 4 and a 19-point lead.
And I think Coach Austin's just playing the numbers game here. Even if you don't get it, every time you've had the Austin College offense down here, your defense has been able to stop them.
That's true. Empty back set now for Gomez. Triangle trips on the left side. Gomez looking left. Now he's going to tuck it under and run. He's got a lot of running room to the 5. Looking for the pylon again, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds. Did he get it in? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Pirates. Took a long time to get those arms up in the air because the official had to backpedal out of the way. But Damian Gomez, for the second time today, TJ Vela finds the pylon, and the Pirates answer.
And that's something we've seen all day from him. His ability to scamper out of the pocket. He steps up into the pocket, avoids the pressure, and just makes stuff happen. He's a playmaker. And there, he had two different options. He could have threw it to Mitchell Garrett, who was wide open in the end zone, but he took the safer option, decided, I'm just going to run it into the end zone, make sure I get the first down for one.
Right.
And finish it off and get the touchdown.
39-14. Kick is up, and Fournier knocks it through. And for the first time this season, the Pirates have hit 40 points. 40-14 with 11:17 to go. That was a nice answer for Southwestern.
Yep. Two big plays there on fourth down. And if you're Austin College, you felt like you did everything you could there to stop the Pirates.
Right.
And you still were not able to do so. So depending how their offense responds here, could spell the end of the game for them.
Well, the 10th meeting between these two schools, probably the last one in a while. The Roos lead the series 5-4, but Southwestern has dominated as of late, including last year's 45-19 win in Georgetown. Back when you were playing, TJ, these guys played each other twice a year, part of that odd sort of round-robin schedule in the SCAC.
Yeah, there were only 4 teams in the SCAC conference back then. That's partially why the conference disbanded after that last 2016 year. And I remember we played them here first. And I only remember that because I sprained my ankle really bad that game, and I knew we had a lot more games, to play throughout the year. And I think they got 4th place that year en route to our, conference championship. So it has been a lot of domination on our side in terms of Southwestern, especially as the program continued to grow all throughout those earlier years as you were doing it with K-Mac Sports.
And the kickoff going to be returned from the 1-yard line up to the 5, to the 10, to the 15. A nice hole up the right side to the 30. to the 35 and out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Pretty good return out there for Austin College. Looks like Tiger Dietz on the return. Sets up, but there's a flag down at the 31-yard line, so let's check that.
That might nullify this good return. I'm thinking of block in the back.
There you go.
Number 24. 10-yard penalty. First down.
So that'll wipe out the field position.
It's probably partially why they, were able to spring
exactly,
that.
Yeah.
Was because of the holding.
So that'll spot the ball back at the 21-yard line for Austin College. It's like most of the umbrellas have been packed up, but a lot of bundled up folks down there. They haven't seen the sun all day long here. First down 10 at the 21-yard line. Dropping back to pass. Looking, fighting over here to the near sideline. Turn around and bat it away. Austin College wanting interference. They don't get a call. And I think it's because not Jake Clemens, it was Andre Gibson turned around at the last second, batted it away. He looked back, he didn't face guard.
Yeah, that's textbook coverage right there if you're a cornerback. He did a great job staying with the wide receiver throughout the entire route. And once he saw the wide receiver's eyes start, getting really big and his hands go up, he did that. He turned around and he played the football, and that's why you didn't see a flag right there.
Second down and 10 from the 21-yard line. Kiley. Pitch out, late pitch right side, but it worked out to the 35 and knocked out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. Dangerous pitch, but he got it to work. Davide McDonald on the carry, and that'll be good for an Austin College first down out to the 35-yard line. Clock continues to roll here. Going to keep it himself and probably wishes he hadn't as he was swallowed up there by a couple of Pirate defenders. Lund on the stop along with Gomez. No gain to the play. Second down and 10.
And Alec Gomez did a great job right there. He cut off the pitch. He didn't allow the Austin College quarterback to be able to pitch the ball because he was in the lane.
Right.
And then once he got in the lane, he kind of shuffled in and went to the ball carrier and made the tackle along with Lund there. He basically funneled it to Lund, which just made it really easy for them to make the tackle for a loss.
Second down, ball spot at the 36-yard line. Dropping back again. Firing over the center of the field. That ball is almost intercepted. The closest man to it was Peyton Ludeman. Couldn't quite track it down. He looked like the receiver. Going to bring up a third down. .10-12 to go here in regulation time. Pirates in command, 40-14. Next week, homecoming week, 1 o'clock from Birkelbach Field against the arch rival TLU Bulldogs.
It's going to be a fun one, Merle.
That will be.
It's going to be a really fun one.
Dropping back, pass over here to the near sideline again, and caught at the 32-yard line. 20, 15, 10, 5 into the end zone, touchdown, Austin College. Just got a step on the defense, and hauling it in was Grant Udisky, a freshman. And that'll make it 40-20 with the extra point pending.
And there was a lot of hand check in there, Merle,
Yep.
on both sides. That's why the refs kind of let them play through it. But you kind of wondered that last hand check from Grant that kind of
pushed him off.
Yeah, it kind of pushed Gibson away a little bit. That was just enough for Grant to have a good catch on the ball and just get a little bit of a boost, honestly, on his way to the end zone. I still think it's a good no call.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of hand check in there on that touchdown play.
Kick is up. And good. So 10:01 to go. The Roos aren't going away. They're hanging around 40-21, but the Pirates with a 19-point lead. It's still a 3-possession game. They'll get the football back. Now you might think about the onside kick.
No, most definitely right now. I think you definitely need to kick the onside here to continue having a shot in this game because you've already proven that your defense is not really, able to stop the Southwestern
Right.
offense right now. And so if Southwestern's able to get the ball back, even in deep in their own territory, and do a long drive and just take a lot of time off the clock, like that's not going to be ideal if you're Austin College. They definitely need to think about an onside kick here. And Southwestern, who normally has 4 men on the front line of their return, they have their hands team out there, it looks like, to kind of prepare for an onside.
Yeah, they got 6 guys up there, then 5 guys spread out in case they try to drop one in behind the front line. That's just a traditional kickoff. I'm kind of surprised. The wind's going to knock it down. Fielded by Wilson at the 11 to the 15 to the 20. And he's going to be hit hard at about the 24-yard line. A little surprised by that. Not complaining, I'm just surprised.
No. Definitely not complaining. I think the whole stadium is surprised by that, even some of their fans. But the name of the game for the next 10 minutes for Southwestern is ball security. It's something that hasn't hurt them as much today. We had the one fumble earlier with Jaquan that resulted in a touchdown for Austin College. But compared to other games, this has been relatively okay.
We had the one fluky play where they took the ball away from Powell as he was starting to go down. I thought he was down, but.
And Landry Gilpin in the game now, Merle.
Interesting. First down and 10 at the 23-yard line. Gilpin hands it off underneath and getting the quarter turned out to the 25-yard line. Gave him a couple of yards on the play. That was Kai Jackson on the carry. Clock continues to roll. Gain of a yard. Second down and 9 from the 25-yard line.
And with some of the players out there, you're wondering if Coach Austin giving his younger guys some time to get some reps. And you have Colby Bartlett, who hasn't been out there. You have Kai Jackson, who hasn't been out there quite a bit. So he's kind of putting the pressure on them. Like, hey, you want to be out here, you want to prove, you want to earn playing time? Like, do it right now where it matters.
Ethan Powell still out there, though. Gilpin's going to take the snap, looking for Ingram left side, and gets the corner turn. Steps out of bounds. Would have been near the first down marker. Ball thrown behind him a little bit. And that stops the clock with 8:58 to go, and the Pirates will turn it over on the punt.
And Ben Lancaster now called upon here. We haven't seen him in a little bit, Merle.
Right.
Hopefully he's been stretching on the sidelines and, still kicking, because as a punter, you never want to get cold, especially it's so easy to do in temperatures like this.
He's got the wind at his back, so if he can put the boot into it, high snap, goes and gets it, and gets a pretty good punt out of there after all that. Turns over, takes a pirate roll. It's going to roll dead inside the 35, still rolling down to about the 33-yard line. Nice play there by Lancaster just to climb the ladder and field that snap. And now 8:45 to go. Your defense has got to make a stop here. If they score, it starts to get a little interesting.
Yeah, I said earlier, Merle, I didn't want to be scared by this Southwestern team, and right now I'm kind of getting in my stomach. I'm kind of feeling a little scary, It's kind of like when I watch a horror movie.
Right.
It's like, oh, I know something
Don't go in the attic.
Yeah, something bad might happen here. And the way that Austin College are getting hot with the ball in the air.
Yeah.
My stomach ain't feeling too good, Merle.
Peyton Kiley, the throwing quarterback, stays in the game. And he kept it himself, and he's going to be knocked down at the 36, maybe the 37-yard line. A couple-yard pickup there for Kiley, who is shaken up on the play, it looks like. It looks like he may be falling down on the football. That hurts.
Yeah, it's like a gut punch, basically.
Yeah.
But it's with your entire body weight, plus the guy who ever tackled you.
Right.
That is never something anyone ever wants to do.
Clock stopped momentarily here with 8:29 to go.
I had a teammate in high school, Merle, that happened to him, but it was with someone's cleat.
Ooh.
He fell on someone's cleat, and he actually ended up lacerating his liver.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was like an internal wound. He didn't have any blood on the outside, but
right.
He came off the field in pain, and we didn't know what was going on, and they rushed him to the hospital. They said, yeah, he lacerated his liver. Hopefully, obviously not the case here.
Right.
But
that just sounds bad.
yeah, it's that kind of crazy. Like, random stuff can happen like that. You never know.
All right, good to see the young man get up. Peyton Kiley. Freshman quarterback out of Round Rock. Wonder why that name sounded familiar.
So he's all the way from Round Rock. Why didn't he go to Georgetown? Why didn't he go to Southwestern?
I know.
Why did he decide to come all the way to Sherman, Texas?
Maybe because the colors are maroon?
Maybe he wanted to stay with his high school colors, or maybe he wanted to get away from his parents. Who knows? Who knows? There could be a lot of reasons.
Well, glad he's okay nonetheless. 2nd down and 7. Moraz back in the quarterback now. He's going to drop back and pass. Pass over to the right side, and that ball is incomplete. Peyton Vaughn stride for stride with the intended receiver. That sets up a 3rd down and 7.
He threw it to Coach John Bishop over there on the sideline, the former running back for the Pirates. Don't let John Bishop get some pads on over there. He has a year of eligibility left, Merle. He could, help this Pirates team out, lacking a little bit of running back. Give Marion and Reeves a little break.
Just in case, like the old playing coaches, right?
Yeah, you never know. Some longest yard type stuff.
3rd down and 7. Pitch out right side, and Corkin right there again. He has played himself a heck of a game here today for the Pirates. He has seen that run out, that sort of pitch out option, and has been in the backfield every single time they've tried to run it.
And the big thing with him is he's keyed on that halfback in the backfield. Yep. And so as soon as he sees him sprinting out, he's right there with him the whole time. And with his speed and his acceleration capabilities, he's always going to make the play on the ball.
4th down coming up here. 4th down and a long 5 from the 39-yard line. Clock rolling with 8:05 to go. This is the last gasp effort here, you got to think, for the Austin College Roos. Pirate defense a chance to get off the field. Austin College just taking all sorts of time here. Fake the toss. Now the pocket breaks down. He's got some running. I'm going to pick up the 1st down to the 45 out to the 50-yard line. Whether by accident or by design, Ben Moraz read the defense well and picked up the 1st down on a 4th down play.
Yeah, I think he saw his one read. His one read was covered, so he said, "Okay, I'm gonna just do it myself with my legs," and he was able to pick up the 1st down. Clock's still running though. Here in the 4th.
7.5 left. Ball spot at the 50-yard line. Moraz back up in the center again. Straight drop this time. Looking, flying over here to the near side and batted away and caught somehow off the deflection. Holy smokes. Andre Gibson tipped it up in the air, and on his knees, Grant Udisky hauled it in at the 35-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, 1st down Roos.
Just a great job by Grant there, staying with it. Good hand-eye coordination to see the ball in all the way to the ground.
Toss right side. He was looking like he might want to throw. And how about that? The comeback play there by Andre Gibson. Hard luck recipient on the previous play, hustling all the way across the field that time to knock down Kerstetter before he could get the corner turn. It's a loss all the way back to the 40-yard line, and the clock continues to roll.
Honestly, he may have been better off throwing it out of bounds there. He wouldn't have had the loss, and the clock wouldn't have kept going.
True.
Maybe there was some offensive lineman down the field, but the way that, that play was just stringing out horizontally, I can't imagine that was happening.
2nd and 15, back at the 40. Handoff right up the middle, gets the 5 yards back, and then some. Hard running inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line. Kenna Majors, a senior. Sets him up for a manageable 4th down here. Or no, 3rd down, pardon me. 3rd down and about 3 to go from the 28-yard line.
And we haven't seen Majors pick up a big gain like that with that inside run all game, really. But now the Pirates having to worry about the pass.
Right.
Majors able to take advantage there and pick up a good chunk of yardage.
3rd down and 3 from the 28. Pitch out right side. There's Corkin again. Can he get there? Not quite. He got there, but he was about a step behind. It'll be good for an Austin College 1st down. The pitch out to Dietz.
Yeah, it's the first bad angle we've seen Corkin take all game, and unfortunately for the Pirates, it resulted in a 1st down for the Kangaroos.
5.5 to go. The bad news is they keep the drive alive. The good news is the clock continues to roll. The ball spotted at the 23-yard line.
And like you said, Merle, clock running there. No urgency right now.
Yeah. And there's a big guy again inside the 20 down to the 16-yard line. Majors again picks up another 7 yards, 2nd down and 3.
You're down 19. Get a play in.
Yeah.
Make something happen already. Like, there's no reason to, take more than 10 seconds here to get the play in and then now 15 just to snap it.
Dropping back to pass. Stepping up now. A lot of running room to the 10. Cuts it back to the 5. And knocked down at the 5. It'll be 1st and goal. Miraz with a nice scramble.
And I think he's using the pass look as just a deke right now. He's not even looking to pass.
Right.
Once he steps back and just puts the ball up, he's thinking, I'm going to run the ball and put the ball, underneath and just carry it for the 1st down. But still here, Merle.
Yeah, there's just.
I don't understand this.
1st and goal from the 5. Miraz up under center again. Handoff. Nope, he's going to keep it himself, and he's going to be stopped shy of the goal line, knocked down there at about the 3-yard line. Good play there for the Pirates by Matthew Burles. 2nd and goal from the 3. They are doing us a favor.
Yeah. More than 20 seconds right there from the play clock.
Miraz to the left. He's going to be tripped up from behind. It's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And if the Pirates can keep doing this, this clock's going to get to 3:20, the game clock, by the time they snap the ball.
Malik McDonald, he was busy in the first half, been kind of quiet in the second half. Makes a nice play there to set up a 3rd down and goal from the 3-yard line. Inside of 3.5 to go.
And I get passing's not your strong suit usually, but throw one to the end zone on the 1st down play.
Yeah.
Stop the clock, even if it's incomplete.
Miraz pitch out right side. And does not make it. The Pirates stack him up. 4th down coming up. Tiger Dietz on the pitch. It's going to be 4th and goal from the 1. The clock continues to roll inside of 3 minutes to go.
This is questionable clock management, Merle.
How quickly the quarterback sneak. I'm looking for the official here. I don't see an indication yet.
No, we didn't get it.
Yeah, I don't think he got it, or at least they're going to look at it. I'm not even sure that they were set. I'll be honest, I don't think they were set.
Come on.
They're going to give him a touchdown.
I think you're right there, Merle. I don't think the entire offensive line was set right there. They quick snapped just like that fake punt in the 1st quarter.
Right.
But here, no false start penalty. But still, they were within the 5-yard line for 3 plays. Or 4 plays, actually. That was the 4th play. And it started around 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And now it's 2:46. Like, what was that clock management all about?
Well, they're going to go for 2 here. They're down by 13. If they can go for 2 and get it in, it'll be a touchdown and a field goal deficit. Toss sweep right side. And stacked up. 2nd effort. Got him across the line. They had him stacked up. But Dietz kept the momentum going forward and managed to sneak into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And from 40 to 14 to 40 to 29, Pirates should still get the win. Don't want to say definitely. Pirates should still get the win, but this has certainly taken some of the luster off the shine.
Yeah, it was going to be a really nice car ride home, nice film session tomorrow for the Pirates. But with these recent touchdowns by Austin College, not looking like that'll happen. Going to be a little more stern voice in those critiques tomorrow. And you think here, right, Merle? Now they'll kick the onside. We've been talking about it since the end of the 3rd. You would think now it's time for the onside. And the hands team out there.
Yeah, this is a totally different formation here for the Pirates. They've got 10 guys up within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, only 1 man deep.
And this is our first time seeing the hands team for the Pirates all year, now that we think about it.
That's true. Takes the high bounce right into the hands of Ethan Powell. He'll field it at the 46 and knock down at the 45-yard line. So that was the wrong guy to kick it to.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing there if you're the kicker. Ethan Powell's one of the most sure-handed guys we have on the team, and a little dribbler like that did basically was up in the air that allowed him just to come down with it. Not the best onside kick there.
So the Pirates get it back. 2:45 left on the clock. Austin College has 3 timeouts remaining.
Damian Gomez back in too with Christian Reeves by his side.
Just take care of the football. That's what started this little mini rally here. Gomez, handoff Reeves, and it's going to be strung out. Does a good job of reversing field not to go out of bounds. He'll lose a couple yards, and Austin College is going to call a timeout here with 2:37 to go. But you could almost see the wheels turning for Reeves as he headed toward the sideline. He's like, nope.
It's a wise play there by the young running back. Because if he would have went out of bounds and they didn't have to burn a timeout, we would have had problems in this press box. Mainly just more scary feelings for me.
Yeah. If you had told me 15 minutes ago we'd be a little bit this nervous, I'd have been a little surprised.
I think we can blame this on Skyler for jinxing the game.
That's right. How quick it was going.
Yeah. We'll blame Skyler for this one.
See if I can track down that Howard Payne, Hardin Simmons score real quick here while we got a break in the action. Coming to you at the speed of a hot spot. Here we go. We'll have it after this play, it looks like. 2nd down and 12 from the 47-yard line. 2 receivers left, one to the near side. Gomez hands it off up the middle of the Reeves, and a nice hold this time down to the 40-yard line. Got the 2 yards back, and then a flag comes flying in late.
And the sideline judge calling holding there.
3rd and 5 for now, but we'll check the flag, and holding will be the call. So that's going to make it 2nd down and 22.
And the big thing there is that now the clock has stopped.
Right.
And Austin College does not need to burn a timeout on that one. But it is a repeat of the 2nd down, so it won't matter at the end of the day.
Hardin Simmons 21, Howard Payne 19 with 9 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. Second and 22, 2:31 to go. Pirates have it now at their own 43-yard line. Handoff Reeves again, and he's just going to keep it on the ground, get it out across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Timeout number 2 taken by Austin College as we set up a 3rd down and long with 2:27 to go.
2nd timeout, Austin College.
Boy, you just look up at that scoreboard and kind of think, how did we get here?
Just like you said, that fumble kind of started off, this little rally for Austin College. And then you have the previous Southwestern drive that stalled 3 and out really quickly. Didn't take any time off the clock. That, could be something you look back on as, well, we should have done a little better there. But then on this one, the holding call is the big one because it would have been 3rd and 5.
Right.
And it would have been way more manageable than what we have right now. 3rd and 19. So I think if you're the Pirates here, you still don't pass. You still make Austin College burn the timeout.
Yeah.
And just let your defense kind of win this game for you.
You still got a 2-score cushion.
Yeah. So the way Austin College moves, it looks like they could take off 20 seconds with each play, So.
So 3rd down and 19 to go. Ball spotted at the 47-yard line. 2 receivers wide left, 2 to the near side. Gomez with Reeves in the backfield for Southwestern. Low snap, Gomez, quarterback draw, cuts it up to the 50, and tripped up, dives inside the 45 down to the 44-yard line. And there will be your 4th and final timeout. Doesn't pick up the 1st down, TJ, but he picks up 10 yards of field position.
Yeah, and I think this gives Ben Lancaster a better opportunity now to kind of put one deep into the Austin College territory, kind of like what we saw earlier in the 2nd quarter when he was able to pin Austin College to the 1-yard line.
What you don't want to do is you don't want to boom one into the end zone because that only gains you about 15 yards.
Yeah.
So when I angle towards the sidelines here with 2:19 to go.
Needs to bring out his pitching wedge and just stick one close.
Well, the first half took less than an hour. We're 90 minutes and counting here in the second half.
Thank you, Skyler.
Told you. Inside of 7 minutes to go, still 21-19. Hardin Simmons on top of Howard Payne.
And Hardin Simmons has the ball.
Yes, they do.
And they're driving, it looks like.
So here's Lancaster. He hit it from about the 45-yard line, so you don't want to get all of this one. Low snap, dropped it, but got rid of it. Not going to get great distance. It's going to angle out of bounds at the 31-yard line, so only about a 14-yard punt. But again, the snap just screwed that up. The Pirates are giving Austin College every opportunity to scratch their way back into this football game.
And we saw the high snap earlier, and I guess now the deep snapper didn't want that to happen again. A little too low there for Lancaster's liking. Luckily, he was able to get the ball off because those Kangaroos were...
They were coming.
They were right through the line about to, make a play on the ball.
So Austin College will take over first down and 10 at their own 31-yard line, moving from right to left into the teeth of the wind with the Pirates up by 11. Dropping back to pass. Now he's going to try to run forward, tripped up from behind. There he is again, Malik McDonald. Look for just a minute like the quarterback was going to step out of that grasp, but McDonald there, loss of a yard, second down and 11 from the 30. Dropping back again. Pass over here to the near side, caught at the 43-yard line, and out to the 44, good for a first down. 1:48 to go. They'll stop the clock, move the chains. Mraz, drop again. In trouble this time. He's going to go down again. Brulos got to him that time. That's a big sack back at the 38-yard line. And Mraz is shaken up.
And this is something we've been waiting for all game, is that Pirates pressure to finally get to the quarterback. And these are the first 2 sacks of the game, which is insane to me for a Pirates front 4 that normally has at least 1 by the end of the first half.
Big loss. Second down and 18. Mraz dropping back. Fires over here to the near sideline. That ball is going to be, in and out of the hands of Elijah Norris. He allowed it to get to his body. It went off of his shoulder pads, and boy, you just hope you don't pay the price for that later. That would have clinched it right there. Instead, the clock stops with 1:07 to go, third down and 18 to go.
Yeah, sometimes you just get a little too excited.
Yep.
And just start thinking a little bit too much about what's going to happen after you make the play. Elijah Norris, we've seen him make those plays before, but right there wasn't able to do so.
Mraz dropping back again. Pass over here to the near side and caught at the 50-yard line. That'll be a 4th down and 4 coming up.
And the important thing there, Elijah Norris was able to tackle Grant inside, or before he got out of bounds, excuse me, and so the clock will continue to run here.
So a chance to clinch it here, 4th down and 5 from the 49-yard line. Mraz dropping back through the pressure and caught at the 40-yard line. Norris with good coverage, but a well-thrown football, and Austin College is still alive. They got it at the 40, 41 seconds to go. Remember, they got to score twice. But they're moving it down the field, 1st and 10 at the 40. Now the clock is rolling again. Mraz dropping back. Under pressure, in trouble. Out of timeouts, he's going to go down. He's going to go down back at the 41-yard line. The Pirates get another sack, and that might be enough to do it. I think that was Morian Williams-Jack that got to him. 2nd and 11 from the 41-yard line, 14 seconds to go. Mraz dropping back, looking. Pocket breaks down again. He's going to go down, and fittingly enough, the Pirate defense is going to make the stand, and the Pirates are going to get the win, 40-29 on the road. A little more excited than we wanted to be down the stretch, TJ Vela, but a win is a win is a win.
They just wanted to make our blood pressure go up just a little bit, Merle. Just a little bit. It feels so good to be back here in the win column. We knew coming to Sherman wasn't going to be easy. But
right.
The Pirates showed a lot of great things today. And now, 40-29 win. It's going to be a nice little bus ride home. They're going to stop at Buc-ee's, Merle. They better not be the only ones.
I hope they go to a different one, because by the time we pack up all of our stuff, they might be still waiting in line.
Nah, we'll be fine. Trust me, we'll be fine.
40-29, the Pirates with the win. I've been standing by here waiting for Coach Austin to go talk to Chuck Tracy.
This is going to be a huge win for us going into next week.
Yeah.
You know, the way everyone played today was so good, and we were really firing on all cylinders. Some hiccups here and there, like Chuck mentioned, you know, going into before halftime. And, you know, other than that, like, this is great momentum moving into the homecoming game next week against Steel U.
That is going to be a big one. Hardin Simmons has scored, by the way. They lead it now 27-19, going for the extra point. And Chuck has got Coach Austin down to the sidelines. Take it away, Chuck.
All right, Coach, back in the win column today. You had a really good performance offensively and defensively. Started to get away from you a little bit there in the fourth quarter. Give us your thoughts.
Well, until the last 8 minutes, we controlled the game. Disappointed the way we finished. We'll talk about that tomorrow, but wins are hard to come by in college football, so we're gonna enjoy it.
Well, and this is a team, you know, that the week before threw one pass against East Texas Baptist, but they showed they could fling it around a little bit as well.
Yeah, you know, you don't practice against them much, so when they get in a passing situation, they can do some damage. So give them credit. They certainly can.
Great, and so it's going to be Damian Gomez, the
MVP
of the game.
Damian, great job.
Good job, Coach. Congratulations. Damian, how are you? So you're racking up touchdowns today, both with your feet and with your arm. Talk about your offense a little bit and what you saw out there today against these Kangaroos.
Just had a good week of preparation. We saw a week. You know, we came in every play that got called, and the score shows it.
Well, and the defense didn't really put you in too many bad spots, maybe one. But ultimately, I just want to tell you, your brother Alec came over to me on the sideline and he asked me, he said, now you can see what the other Gomez can do. What do you think about your brother's play today?
Man, it's been a dream to see him play, and just to be out here with him now, fighting against other guys, putting out a win like this is a dream come true for us.
Congratulations. Good luck next week.
Appreciate it.
Merle, can you hear me?
I sure can.
Okay. I had a kind of lost sound there for a second in my earpiece, and I thought, oh no, the interview got cut short. But yeah, Alec Gomez came to the sideline and he looked at me. It was about 2-3 minutes left in the game, and he said, now you know what the other Gomez can do. And I just laughed. I'm like, what? How impressive was the performance by Damian Gomez? We saw him play well against Mary Hardin Baylor, but there wasn't much production, and we've seen him at different times this year get in and be efficient with the football. He ran as if he could run like he was Gilpin. His passes were accurate for the most part. He was leading his receivers. You know, it doesn't hurt to have Ethan Powell and JoJo Wilson and Daquan Marion in the backfield. You know, that makes your life a little easier. And let's not forget, as Merle will refer to them, the hog mollies up front, because, you know, they've got TJ Vela up in the booth, the real advocate for the offensive line, but they really played well today.
They absolutely did, Chuck. And, yeah, just a big win. I think Coach hit it right on the head. They didn't finish the way they wanted to. And, you know, coaches, they'll always find something. He's going to have his guys now focused on the fact that they didn't finish, heading into a big rivalry game next week.
Well, and you know they're going to be looking for something to coach out of the film. Had they played a perfect game today, he still would have found things to focus on, to improve. They just made his job a little bit easier. All he has to do is set it in the fourth quarter, late third quarter, and he's going to find mistakes. And a lot of times those mistakes occur when you get tired. And in weather like this, it's a different kind of tired.
Right.
TJ knows more recently than any of us.
No, don't say that, Chuck. I know you remember. It was just like it was yesterday. Come on.
Right. Only a few decades ago.
Well, Chuck, appreciate it. You did a great job all day, and get up here where it's relatively warm.
I'm on the way after I get my backpack. I'll see you in a minute.
All right. Thank you, Chuck. Chuck Tracy down on the sidelines doing a great job, and a big win for the Pirates. They really needed it to get to snap the losing streak. Had some momentum heading into the homecoming game next week, and then Sul Ross after that, TJ.
Yeah, and I mean, momentum is right going into homecoming next week, Merle. Outside of the last 8 minutes, perfect game like we were talking about.
Right.
But the big thing with all this is that this Pirates team, offensively, defensively, look completely different than any other Pirates team we've seen all year, whether it be against Cal Lutheran, McMurray, against some of the stronger teams like Hardin Simmons or Howard Payne. This Pirates team was physical today, and that's what I liked. On both sides of the ball, they were moving guys, they were making big tackles, big blocks, and they were just making plays all throughout this entire game. And if they can keep that going for the next 2 weeks, I think we can go 3-0 to finish out the season, go even for the whole season, go
right.
5-5, and that would be just great, going into the offseason as a whole. But now, turning our focus to TLU next week, it's going to be a big game like we've said, and it should be a good crowd out there, too, with it being homecoming and everything.
It better. Hopefully it'll be about 75 degrees, Chamber of Commerce weather, and we'll just have a great time next Saturday afternoon.
I hope so, Merrill. I sure hope so.
Well, before we go, we want to thank some of our sponsors here at Pirate Football, including Antioch of Georgetown, Baylor Scott and White Healthcare, Chapel Realty Group, Chick-fil-A, Chisholm Trail Pediatrics, Hewlett Chevrolet Buick Volkswagen, Double Dave's Pizza, Eagles Wings, First Texas Bank, Gary Brown CPA, Georgetown Shirt Company, First American Title, The Golden Rule, Mesquite Creek Outfitters, Groove Line Productions, HEB, House of Gains, John F. Lewis CPA, Mighty Fine Burgers, Fries, and Shakes, Minuteman Press and Waterboy Graphics, Primerica Financial Solutions, Ross and Champion, Rudy's, Schlotsky's at Georgetown, Bricks and Ale at the Sheraton, Stephanie Featherstone with State Farm, Upstream Investment Partners, and Zan's Hands. Thank you to all of those fine folks for all their support of Southwestern Pirates football. So that's going to do it for us this afternoon. We'll be back with you next Saturday from Birkebach Field in Georgetown as Southwestern takes on their arch rivals from Seguin, the Texas Lutheran Bulldogs, on homecoming weekend. And don't forget to come out to Jack's Lounge at the Georgetown Sheraton each and every Monday night at 6 o'clock for our SU Football Weekly Show with Coach Joe Austin. And if you can't make it, we'll be broadcasting that on Vype.com and SouthwesternPirates.com as well. And special programming note, the Southwestern University president will be on the show Monday night. So that'll be a big night with us here coming up on Monday night. So from our broadcast partner, TJ Vela, our sideline reporter, Chuck Tracy, cameraman, Jacob Gonzalez, producer, Josh Blanche, our quality control administrator, Skylie Gillespie, technical director, Sina Vincott, graphics and support, Josh W., and everyone at Vype Media. My name is Merle Bertrand, signing out from Apple Stadium in Sherman, where the Southwestern Pirates have defeated the Austin College Kangaroos by a final score of 40-29. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a safe and happy Halloween, and we'll see you next time for more Southwestern Pirates football right here on Vype. Good night, everybody.